From now on, you're Charlotte Stone. You'll take my place and marry Ryan Lewis, a good-for-nothing thug. Understand?
Why are you forcing me to marry a man I've never even met? You've stolen my identity as the heiress of the Stone family. Now you want to control my marriage too?
Your mom cheated with another man behind your father's back years ago. Now marrying Ryan will be your way of repaying the Stone family for bringing you up.
Mom didn't cheat on Dad.
Why are you still here? If you don't take Charlotte's place and marry Ryan today, I'll stop your mother's medication.
Dad? Is this what you want too?
Ellie, before Ryan's adoptive father fell from grace, Ryan and Charlotte were engaged. We always keep our promises. You must marry him.
You're not fit to be a father.
Your mother was kicked out years ago. Are you not leaving yet? Don't you think I won't have someone pull your mother's oxygen tube right now? If you don't, just go live on the street with your half-dead mother.
Fine. I'll marry him.
How beautiful! You're the bravest girl I know. When we grow up, will you marry me?
Austin? I'm sorry. I can't be your bride.
Ellie, where on earth are you?
Go away. Don't bully him.
Thank you. This bracelet is for you. I'll protect you from now on.
I have to go. Goodbye.
I promised to marry you when we were kids. I will never break my promise. Ellie, wait for me.
Mr. Ferguson, we found your nephew.
Where is he?
His name is Ryan Lewis, but when we found him, he was dead.
What did you say?
Mr. Lewis went missing when he was 5. He lived in the slums and soon became a thug. 3 days ago, a fire broke out at a gambling den. He happened to be there.
I promised my brother I'd find Ryan no matter what. I have. To give him an answer. Let's go visit the slums in the Southern District. Was this where Ryan used to stay?
Ryan, are you home?
Who are you?
I'm Charlotte Stone. I'm here to marry you.
Do you know who I am?
You're Ryan.
Why should I believe that a strange woman who barged into my house, saying she wants to marry me?
The Stone family and your adoptive father arranged for this marriage many years ago. I'm here to fulfill that engagement today.
An arranged marriage?
Did Ryan not know about this at all? Good. If that's the case, I no longer have to pretend to be Charlotte in front of him. Once I get the dowry of 40 grand, it doesn't matter if Ryan finds out that I'm not Charlotte.
Have a seat.
Oh my wedding dress isn't cheap. Don't you ever clean your house?
Do you think a thug needs to clean his place? Speak. What's your motive for marrying me?
Wasn't this an arranged marriage? I have no choice but to marry you. Besides, an old man at the entrance told me that you were working at a construction site to earn a living. Anyone who works hard to survive can't be bad.
Who exactly are you?
I'm Charlotte Stone. Stop it, you're hurting me.
The bedroom is inside. Clean yourself up. Speak.
Mr. Ferguson, I just found out that Mr. Lewis was in an arranged marriage with the Stone family of Doveston. Today seems to be the day of their marriage.
Investigate Charlotte thoroughly. She must know what happened to Ryan.
Ah, Haas.
What is it?
There's a cockroach. It's a huge one.
Where?
There it is. Is the cockroach dead?
A timid girl like you. Why did you marry a guy in the slums?
I had no other choice.
No other choice? Don't let me catch any slip-ups. You know that I'm just a thug. Don't expect a thug to have any sense of morality.
What was that? Didn't Charlotte say Ryan was just a simple-headed brute? He doesn't seem like one. Never mind. The priority now is the 40 grand dowry. Mother's surgery is more important.
I've invested $70 million into the Ocean Park project. I'm not doing charity here. Tell the project manager. I'll withdraw my funding immediately if the project doesn't start soon.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson. I'll do it right away. Mr. Ferguson, is something wrong?
Nothing. My cat was just misbehaving. While I'm away, all company matters will be under Mr. Lowe's care. Bites?
You're finally awake. Thank you. This thug isn't as bad as I thought.
Did you make all of this?
Yes. What do you usually eat for breakfast? I noticed your place is empty. These are the ingredients that I bought just now.
Why are you pleasing a thug? What can you get out of it?
Since I'm married to you, I want a happy life with you.
You want a happy life with me? I'm poor, and I can't even buy you a wedding ring. Aren't you afraid people will laugh at you for being with someone like me?
You don't have to feel ashamed or inferior while you're with me. I won't spend your money. If you think our utility bills are too much, I can pay for it too. Don't feel pressured.
Why do you think I'll feel inferior to you?
You don't have to pretend. Although you took the wrong path before and did some shameful things, that doesn't mean you'll be a thug forever.
What are you doing? Don't touch it.
I'm sorry. I just thought it looked familiar.
Don't touch it ever again.
Why are you being so fierce? It's just a heart-shaped pendant. Everyone has one. You should eat first. I'm heading out later. I rented the wedding dress from yesterday. The longer I keep, the more money I'll be charged.
Ms. Stone, right? Look at the state. You left this wedding dress in? How are we supposed to rent it out again?
I washed this wedding dress. It should be fine to rent it out again.
You washed it? Did you know wedding dresses can only be dry cleaned? Pay up.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it had to be dry cleaned. I'll pay for it. How much will it be?
$1 grand.
$1 grand? That's way too expensive.
If you don't have money, why are you even getting married? Do you see that tall, luxurious building behind me? That's Ferguson Group. Our company will soon be acquired by Ferguson Group. If you don't pay up, you'll face the consequences.
How arrogant. I'd like to see how you plan to make my wife suffer.
Why are you here?
I was passing by.
Passing by. This is the city's busiest street. Are you here for something?
Wife? Miss Stone, looking at your situation, you can't get yourself a good man, right?
You.
Tell your useless husband to pay up.
Who are you calling useless? Let's handle this one thing at a time. I'll pay for the dress. But right now, you need to apologize to my husband.
Why should I apologize? Dealing with two paupers. First thing in the morning is unfortunate for me. Our company will be acquired by Ferguson Group soon. This is not a place for paupers like you. Pay up and leave this place.
Very well. Starting today, Ferguson Group will not be acquiring your company.
Do you think he trots? You're Austin from Ferguson Group? As if the CEO of Ferguson Group can't afford to buy his wife a wedding dress. What a joke.
Austin? Austin Ferguson?
Will I be the most beautiful bride? Wait for me. I'll marry you when we grow up. Pinky promise.
What's the most expensive wedding dress in your store? I'll buy it.
This is a limitless black card. Why do you have this?
What's a black card? Ryan, stop messing around. We're married. Why buy another wedding dress?
To keep it as a memory. Why are you still standing there? Come take my wife's measurements.
Sir, you have excellent taste. This is a showcase piece from our fashion week. I'll have the designer take your wife's measurements now.
I want you to do it yourself. Isn't a black credit card holder worthy of your personal attention? Can you measure the hem out of the dress like that? Kneel and do it right.
This...
Ryan, we can't afford this dress, so please don't make a scene.
She's right. A husband who can't afford a wedding dress is indeed an incompetent man. Today I will buy this wedding dress. So just do your job.
I think your card is fake. If you're really rich, why is your wife dressed in cheap clothes? You don't have to explain. I know that your card is fake. I'll have the security deal with you two.
What's going on?
Mr. Flynn, you're here? These two paupers are causing trouble. So I'm trying to teach them a lesson.
Mr. Ferguson, why are you...
Mr. Ferguson? Is he talking to you?
No. You heard wrong.
I misheard?
Ferguson Group will soon acquire our company. Is Mr. Ferguson here for an inspection? Also, he seemed to be hinting at me just now. Yes. Miss, you misheard.
Mr. Flynn, right? Ferguson Group will reconsider the acquisition of Oak Apparel. Your employee's performance needs improvement.
Mr. Flynn, these two didn't even spend a penny here. Yet they're making things difficult for me. He asked me to kneel, to measure his wife's dress up.
Shut up. Do you even know who you've just offended? You've insulted someone you shouldn't have, without even realizing it. Lena Clark, you're fired. From today onward, no bridal shop will hire you. Security, get her out of here.
Mr. Flynn, what did I do wrong? Why are you dismissing me?
Just leave.
Mr. Flynn! Mr. Flynn!
Mr. Ferguson. Miss, allow me to take your measurements. Please pick any wedding dress in the store that you like.
Ryan, let's just leave.
Be a good girl. We'll leave after it's done.
Ryan, why did you spend so much money on a wedding dress for me?
Didn't Mr. Flynn say it was free?
That's not the point. We're already married. Can you be more economical when spending money? There's no need to act impulsively just to prove something.
Aren't you the heiress of the Stone family? Why hesitate about spending the money?
I just think that we're living in the slums, and we can barely afford our daily needs. How can we justify spending so much on a wedding dress that costs a fortune? Pride is worthless when we need to survive. Understand?
So, you're just like any other girl. You look down on someone who was born in the slums, don't you?
Answer the phone. I'll go buy something over there.
Mr. Ferguson, I finally found you.
Haven't I told you to not follow me around? Unless I tell you to?
I had something important to report to you, Mr. Ferguson. Mr. Matthew Ferguson is actively trying to arrange your marriage, and your grandpa is on board with the idea.
Announce to everyone that I'm already pursuing the woman I like. Also, bring me the golden dew bank tomorrow.
Mr. Ferguson, you're not going to give it to Charlotte, are you?
No, I'm just going to let her hold on to it for now, so that Uncle Matthew will stop.
Mr. Ferguson, something is off with Charlotte. According to her profile, she frequents bars every week and is a regular at nightclubs. Her nightlife is extremely messy.
She pretends well and looks innocent all the time, but she's completely the opposite. Oh, by the way, what about the girl I saved 18 years ago?
Mr. Ferguson, we've arranged a global search through our intel network. I believe soon enough we'll be able to find your first crush.
Ellie, where on earth are you?
Ryan,
Hurry, hurry. Leave.
who's that man?
He's just a salesman.
I see. I thought about what happened just now, and I was in the wrong. I want to apologize. Do you want a smoothie or milkshake?
What's this?
Some beverages? Haven't you had these before? Hurry up and try them then. Is it good?
It's fine.
Well, he must have had a hard life all these years. He even never had beverages like these. Dr. Carling.
Miss Stone, this morning, your mother coughed up blood again. Her condition has worsened significantly. If she doesn't undergo surgery soon, her life will be at risk.
I understand, Dr. Carling. Don't worry. I'll get 40 grand soon for the surgery. Please take good care of my mother.
Where are you off to so early?
Today is the day I go back. To see my family. To collect the dowry. If Ryan comes with me, he'll find out I was just a substitute. What will I do if everything falls apart?
I remember today is the day for you to go home as a post-wedding visit. I'll go with you.
Actually, it's fine. You seem busy with work, since you return late from work. I can handle the family visit alone.
Okay, suit yourself. Wait a minute. This is for you.
What's this? Did you steal this?
It's the Golden Dew bangle. A family heirloom for daughters-in-law? An heirloom?
This is too valuable. I can't accept it.
Once I give something away, I never take it back.
Okay then. I'll keep it. For you for now. Am I being too selfish? This thug is actually quite kind to me. Maybe spending a lifetime with him isn't so bad after all. But I promised to marry Austin. Never mind. Maybe Austin has long forgotten about me. I'll be on my way now.
Charlotte, let me see what you're up to.
Elena, you didn't come back with your husband? The family visit is all about manners. You didn't come alone, right?
Ryan is busy.
Busy? What is he busy with? Fighting in the streets or placing bets? He's nothing but a piece of trash. A pathetic waste of society. Doing shady, low-level things. What else can he be busy with? Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot to tell you. I heard your useless husband has turned over a new leaf and is working at a construction site.
Charlotte, don't forget that the thug you just mentioned about was supposed to marry you. Everyone else has the right to criticize my marriage, except you. You're in no position to humiliate my marriage. Today, I came here to get my dowry of 40 grand.
Dad's not home, so you're not getting it.
You promised me. If I took your place and married Ryan, you will give me a dowry of 40 grand. Were you all scheming against me? Since the start?
My good sister, you're really stupid, just like your mother. We only mentioned it verbally, so it doesn't count. Dad said it too, that the 40 grand was just a lie to trick you. I just spent it. This was 40 grand. I used the dowry of yours to purchase this.
You were out of line. You set me up like a puppet and manipulated me. For your own benefit. You won't even spare the money to save my mother's life. Aren't you afraid of karma?
Bitch, how dare you me? Your mother is nothing but a disgrace. She was kicked out long ago. Even if she's gone, that's her punishment.
If karma really exists, you and your mother will face the real consequences. Charlotte, your mother is a homewrecker who destroyed my family's happiness.
So what if my mother is a homewrecker? Your mother was already kicked out and you're now married. You're no longer part of this family. Get out of my sight and go back to the slums. Someone drag her out of here.
Mr. Ferguson, the woman marrying you is Elena Stone, not Charlotte.
How bold of the Stone family to scheme against me and arrange for a substitute bride.
Mr. Ferguson, what should we do next? Should we capture Elena and interrogate her?
You're sharp.
Of course, I'm your trusted ally.
I had you investigate Ryan's situation, look into the girl who saved me last time, and do a background check on Charlotte, but I wasn't satisfied with any of the results.
But Mr. Ferguson, I just discovered about the substitute bride.
Miss Charlotte has given orders to beat you up if you ever step through this door again.
Dr. Carling, my mother... Okay, I understand. I'll gather the funds ASAP.
Elena seems to be kicked out of the house.
The Stone family seems to be planning to seize the Layton family's land recently. Let Xavier know about this, so we can teach them a lesson.
Got it. What about Elena?
Aren't you supposed to visit your family today? What? Is this how the Stone family treats their daughter who just got married?
Why are you here?
Elena, answer my question.
It's my sister. She's out of line. What did you call me? Elena?
How long are you going to keep this up? I was wondering why someone would marry a thug for no reason. Turns out, you're just a substitute for this marriage. Speak. What's your intention in marrying me?
Let me go.
This bracelet is for you.
Where did you get this bracelet?
My ex-boyfriend gifted it to me.
I must be crazy. Seeing just a bracelet would remind me of Elena. You're already married to me, and you're still thinking of your ex? Elena, I've really underestimated you.
I admit it's my fault, but I have no choice either.
Your hardship is that you married me as a fraud.
The
one who's engaged to me is Charlotte. Yet the one I married is their abandoned daughter. How do the Stones see marriage?
If you're unsatisfied with this marriage, we can divorce right now. After all, the Stone family won't give any dowry for me either.
Do you think this is a game now? Get married whenever you want, or get divorced as you please.
Then what do you want? Since I haven't received your betrothal gift, I owe you nothing.
It's true you owe me nothing, but the Stone family might very well owe me a life. So what right do you have to talk to me about divorce?
How can you be like this? They forced me to marry you. I'm a victim too. I already have someone that I like. Marrying you is also very painful for me.
Painful? Is that so? Fine. I'll let you keep living in hell then. Unless you're dead. Don't even think about getting a divorce.
How could you treat me like this?
Didn't you just say you have a person you like? What's his name?
Why should I tell you? Even if I did, you wouldn't know him.
I'm warning you. We're already married. Whether it's physically or mentally. Cheating isn't allowed. I don't care who that man is. You better forget about him.
You jerk. Hello, Dr. Carling?
Miss Stone, your mother just fainted. We need to arrange for surgery now.
Please, I beg you, Dr. Carling. You must take good care of my mom. I'll think of a way to get the money. This family heirloom seems quite valuable. I'm sorry, I don't have a choice now. Hi there. May I ask, how much can this bangle be exchanged for?
Hey, how did you get this golden dew bangle?
Isn't this bangle Ryan's family heirloom? Did he lie to me? Was this bangle stolen from somewhere?
My last name is Layton, and my first name is Xavier. Xavier. Layton.
Are you the one who won Global Design Championship 5 times in a row? The genius designer Xavier Layton?
That's right. It's me. And you are?
Elena. I'm Elena Stone. I'm a fan of yours.
Ms. Stone, it's an honor to be admired by you. May I ask you something? You were rushing in here just now. Was there something urgent?
T. This bangle is my family heirloom.
Your family heirloom? Isn't this the Ferguson family's heirloom? It's worth $10 million and made of nephrite jade. I remember that golden dew bangle has always been in Austin's possession. This woman, could she be the one that Austin has secretly kept? Interesting.
Are you sure you want to sell this bangle?
Absolutely. Something urgent came up. Once I have the money, I'll redeem it again.
I'll offer 100 grand for this bangle.
What? This bangle is worth 100 grand?
Why? Miss Stone, if you're thinking it's too little, I can add another 100 grand. What do you think?
This golden dew bangle is a not family heirloom for daughters-in-law.
Family heirloom? This is too valuable. I can't accept it. Mr. Layton? I'm not selling this bangle.
Oh, don't be like that. Miss Stone, if you think it's too little, I can offer $1 million. Well, you're my fan, right? We can negotiate the price.
I'm not selling it. No matter how much you're offering, I'm not going to sell it off. I have other things to attend to. I'll take my leave first.
Hey, Ms. Stone.
Anything else to add on? Hello?
Austin, is Elena Stone your pretty dear wifey?
Xavier? I'm currently negotiating a very important project. There'd better be something terribly important you're going to tell me.
I just wanted to let you know that your dear wifey hurriedly came to my jewelry store with your family heirloom just now. Guess what she did?
Did she sell it off?
She heard that it could be sold for 100 grand and was so scared that she ran away.
Xavier, aren't you into biddings recently? The Stones want the land in the eastern area. Suppress them with all your might. This project, take care of it. I'm going to the slums for a while.
Mr. Layton from the jewelry store should be very professional. He actually spent $1 million to buy this bangle. How could Ryan have such a valuable family heirloom? Why are you back? Aren't you usually working at the construction site?
Construction site?
That's right. Didn't you find a job at a construction site?
So while I was working at the construction site, you took the chance to do some shady things behind my back?
No, I didn't.
What are you going to do?
I should be the one asking you. Elena, what are you trying to do?
Well, I'm just taking it out to have a look.
Just have a look, that's all. You just took it out to have a look. And then went to the auction house to have professionals appraise it. Am I right?
Ryan, you sent someone to follow me.
What do you think you are? You're just a puppet of the Stone family. Keeping you around is only to see what the Stone family is really up to.
Ryan, didn't I tell you that? I have nothing to do with the Stone family. I'm innocent. They forced me to marry a man I've never met and manipulated me like a puppet. You're not the only one who's suffering.
You're a Stone, after all. If the Stone family is guilty, then you're definitely involved, too?
So what if I'm a Stone? Is this my fault? If I had a choice, I'd rather have never been born into the Stone family. I must be crazy to try reasoning with a thug. Let go of me. Here. I'm returning your things to you. Mr. Layton from the jewelry store has offered 100 grand to purchase this bangle. I was tempted, but the thought of you saying this bangle is your family heirloom stopped me from putting it up for sale. It's yours. I'm returning it to you.
Mind your tone. Also, from today onward, you're not allowed to step out of this door without my permission.
What do you mean?
I meant what I said. You're dishonest and your intentions are impure. If you run away, who am I supposed to hold accountable?
Hey, Ryan, you jerk. You're imprisoning me.
Mr. Ferguson, I found her. The girl who saved you 18 years ago. Her name is Elena Stone.
What? Say that again? What's the name of the girl who saved me?
According to the investigation, Ms. Elena Stone was driven out by the Stone family when she was 10. Her mother developed uremia due to being overworked. So, Ms. Stone had been working long ago to make money for her mother's treatment. She had dropped out of school and had been working all these years. Life has been tough for her.
Then why did she get married to Ryan? On behalf of Charlotte?
Charlotte thought of Mr. Lewis as a loser. So, she threatened Ms. Elena to be the substitute bride, using the mother's condition.
Inform Xavier to pay for Elena's mother's treatment first. Remember to get the top experts to treat her?
Yes, sir. But why are we doing this in the name of Mr. Layton? Why can't we tell Ms. Elena directly?
Elena might have someone she likes. Besides, I haven't been good to her all this while. She might hate me. Tell Xavier to suppress the Stone family in his name. Since they lay a finger on my people, they don't have to exist in them.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson.
Hold on. Help me prepare a car that's low profile. The cheaper, the better.
Got it, Mr. Ferguson.
Turns out the person I've been looking for has been by my side all along. Elena, don't worry. With me around, I will never let you suffer.
Dad, what is making you so happy?
Matthew, Austin said he has someone he likes. I'm about to get a great-grandchild, by the way. Remember to cancel the marriage alliances ceremony.
Well, this is a good thing. It's not easy for us from a prestigious family to find someone that we like. As his uncle, I'm really happy for him. I'll cancel next week's marriage alliance right away. I've just come up with an excuse to plant my people by Austin's side, yet he found someone he likes so soon. He really is defensive. Luckily, I've made my move earlier. Ryan is a goner now, and we've also destroyed the evidence. Austin definitely won't find any proof.
Dr. Carling said Mom's condition is getting worse. No, I can't drag this on anymore. Ryan, I know. I'm in the wrong for being a substitute bride. But you should. Go after the Stones. Instead of me.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a hammer, to see if I can break the door.
Do you need my help?
No. Ryan, why are you... Are these your photos? That's weird. They don't look like you at all. Is there anyone else in your family, other than you?
You must be mistaken. This is me.
Did you get plastic surgery? But the person in this photo doesn't look like you at all. It can't be because of gene mutation, right? Are you trying to hit me again?
Do I look that violent?
No. There's just something off about the way you looked at me just now. Ryan, can we talk about it properly? I know I'm wrong for being a substitute bride, but I'm also the victim. If I had a choice, I will never marry you on behalf of Charlotte.
I suppose this is fate.
Huh? Fate? How could this be? Actually, It's fine if you want a divorce. After all, I don't expect to get any dowry from the Stones.
Are you trying to divorce me and get married to the person you like?
That person might have forgotten about me long ago. The promise he made back then is just a random joke.
This kind of man is unreliable. You should forget about him. ASAP. Huh?
Hello, Dr. Carling. I'm already gathering my mom's operation fee. Please give me more time.
Miss Stone, you've misunderstood. Your mom's medical fee has already been paid. She has been transferred to a single ward, and she's using imported special medicine. She can be discharged soon.
What? My mom's operation fee costs 40 grand. Who would be so kind to help me?
It's someone called Xavier Layton, who settled all medical fees for you. You also don't have to worry about the medical fees in the future anymore.
That's great. Then I'm counting on you, Dr. Carling. What's making you so happy? Someone has paid for my mom's operation, and she's using imported special meds. I think she'll heal soon.
I didn't expect Jaden to be so efficient.
Who's Jaden? Dr. Carling told me. It was Mr. Layton who paid for the operation. Mr. Layton is such a good person.
Xavier! What does this have to do with him? He's just...
What do you mean? Dr. Carling told me himself. It is Mr. Layton who paid for the operation. Not only is he a good person, but he's also handsome and rich.
Do I not look cooler than him? Besides, he changes girlfriends like how people change socks. Hold on. Could it be that Xavier is the person you like?
I do like him. He's my idol. Are you still imprisoning me?
I'm sorry. You're free. I'm the one being senseless and lashing out at you. I won't do that again.
Were you a theater kid back then? Your attitude changes so quickly. I still have things to do. I'll leave first.
Where are you going? I'll drive you there.
This is your car?
I rented it.
Aren't you working at a construction site? How come you have the money to rent a car? Although I don't know much about cars, this car definitely doesn't look like a rental car. More like a luxury car that's worth a few $1,000s.
Damn, Jaden. Told him to arrange a normal car and he got a 400 grand Mercedes-Benz. He is getting more and more unreliable. Anyway, it's rented and the rate is not expensive. Around $30 per day.
Around $30? I could use $30 at the market to buy about 50 pounds of pork ribs. Why do you have to rent a car?
Well, just get in. Let's get in first. Come, let's go.
I saw the news about Mr. Layton organizing a charity dinner.
Do you want to go?
Such charity dinners would require an invitation. Dr. Carling, thank you for taking care of my mother during her hospitalization.
Ms. Stone, it's our duty to heal and save people. Please follow me.
Mr. Ferguson, this is the invitation to the charity dinner. Mr. Layton said it was his honor that you could attend his dinner. He also said that you need not be so formal with him. You would be granted entry once they see you. Why make things so formal?
Tell Xavier not to appear in front of Elena without rhyme or reason. I don't want to see him for the time being.
Okay, I'll inform him.
Send someone to watch Uncle Matthew?
Yes.
Quick, go.
I was looking for you. Why are you here? Let's go.
Here.
This is the charity dinner's invitation. You really managed to get it.
I got it through my connections.
That's great. Thank you. Although I don't like this kind of Vanity Fair-like dinners, the thought of being able to meet Mr. Layton excites me.
You want to meet Xavier?
That's right. It's all thanks to Mr. Layton that my mother's surgery was successful. Mr. Layton is a talented designer and he is also very kind. As expected from my idol. What's wrong with you? Let's go.
I'd like to see your mother and send my regards.
No need. My mother just had a surgery. She needs to rest. Let's go. Wow. So this is the kind of charity dinner that socialites frequent. It's so luxurious.
There's still some time before the dinner starts. I'll get you some food first.
I think we better not. Nobody is eating yet. It won't be nice if we start eating first.
These food is placed here for our consumption. Don't worry. You must be hungry. Here.
Didn't you used to hate me very much? Why are you so nice to me recently? Not only did you do the housework, but you also tried hard to get the invitation, so that you could bring me to this charity dinner.
That's because you are my wife. It's my duty to do all these for you.
Your suit looks very good. Wait. Didn't you used to live in the slums? Why would you own a suit? Look at your suit. Be it the design, tailoring, or even the quality. It doesn't look cheap.
Mr. Ferguson?
Mr. Ferguson? Why did he call you Mr. Ferguson? Aren't you Ryan Lewis?
You misheard. He was calling me Mr. Lewis. He's a friend I met at the construction site. We like to address each other formally when we hang out. It makes us feel like high-class people. So,
is Mr. Ferguson cosplaying? Well, Mr. Lewis, about our previous project, do you think we should?
He seems to have something to discuss with you. Why don't you settle the matter first? I'll wait here for you.
Okay, wait for me.
Well, look who's here. Isn't this my beloved sister who married the guy from the slums?
Charlotte, why are you here?
I should be the one asking you that. Today's charity dinner is organized by Mr. Layton. What is a peasant like you doing here?
Well, our noble Miss Charlotte. Is my presence any business of yours?
You're married to a thug. Where did you find the confidence to talk to me like this?
Charlotte, so this is your elder half-sister? She's not much to look at. No wonder. She could only marry a good-for-nothing.
Good-for-nothing. Well, as the saying goes, you are what you think. People with dirty thoughts will feel that everything is dirty.
Shut up. Do you know who he is? He's the son of the Jod family and the heir of his family. His family has a close partnership with Ferguson Group.
Wow, that's impressive. But what has it got to do with me?
You're just jealous of me. You're envious that I found a boyfriend who's much more outstanding than your thug husband.
I'm jealous? Jealous of what? Jealous that you frequent the bar every day? Jealous that you flirt with everyone? Jealous that you change more than 10 boyfriends within a month?
Charlotte, is she telling the truth?
Of course not. Felix, you know that. I'm not on good terms with her. She's purposely slandering me. In front of you.
Many people should know those stuff about you. If Mr. Jod is concerned, why don't you get someone to check?
That's enough, Elena. You're exactly like your half-alive mother.
Why are you so anxious? If you didn't do those things, why are you acting all guilty?
I've nothing to be guilty of. Elena, you just don't wish me well. Well, there's no use envying me. You're already married to Ryan. You can only stay in those slums for the rest of your life.
Charlotte, I heard that. Her mother was chased out of the family because she cheated on her husband?
Of course. Elena, you behave like that. Bitchy mother of yours.
Charlotte, don't forget, your mother was the homewrecker. How can someone who's a homewrecker be so shameless?
Hey, I heard that the heiress of the Stone family and Mrs. Stone were chased out of the Stone family. So she is Ms. Elena.
But why did I hear that it was the homewrecker mother of their second daughter who entered the family?
Enough. Stop all the nonsense. My mother is not a homewrecker.
Ryan, are you okay?
I'm fine. So you're Charlotte.
Who the hell are you? You're not Elena's kept man, are you?
You don't know him?
How would I know trash like him?
Charlotte, I hope you won't suffer a setback because of your foolishness.
He's the thug who commits numerous misdeeds. Ryan Lewis, isn't he?
Watch your mouth.
I actually guessed it right. What's your husband doing here, instead of working at the construction site?
The Stone family does have an excellent upbringing for their children. I'm glad you guys staged a play, and the one who married me wasn't you.
I heard that the Stone family has an arranged marriage with someone from the slum. In our circle, Mr. Stone has kept his promise and secured a few big contracts. Turns out it's a fake marriage.
That's strange. Why does he look so familiar to me? He seems to be from the Ferguson family.
That's possible.
Never mind. Since you found out, I have nothing to hide anymore. You're right. Elena is marrying you on my behalf. How dare a slum dog like you think of marrying me?
Mr. Ferguson will be here. I don't know how you two managed to get in here, but here's a piece of advice. Get lost quickly. If you offend Mr. Ferguson, I'm afraid you won't even be able to survive in the slums.
Elena, know your place. Do you think this banquet is a place for peasants like the two of you?
We build status ourselves in public. Your words and actions don't make you a dignified person at all.
Bitch, how dare you talk back to me?
Who are you calling a bitch?
Let go of me.
Apologize.
You, Felix, look. They're bullying me in front of you.
Hey, are you looking for trouble? Let go of her now, or I'll make you disappear from Dubston.
Ryan, calm down.
Do you seriously think you can do that?
Brat, don't get cocky. Do you know who I am? I'm the heir of the Jod family. Just one call from me, and you'll never get a foothold in this city again.
Do you think the Jod family can take me down? Even if I give you 50 years, you won't be able to do that.
You're asking for it.
Felix, you don't have to argue with such trash. They probably don't know. The slum is going to be demolished.
The slum is going to be demolished?
Yes, my dear sister. You and your useless husband will soon be homeless.
Charlotte, what do you mean by that?
You don't know yet, do you? The slum is going to be demolished, and Felix is in charge of the compensation.
That's right. I'm in charge of the demolition work. However, I'm not happy with the way you bullied my woman just now, Rat. I'm a generous person. If you get on your knees and apologize to me, maybe I'll be pleased and give you higher compensation.
Felix, I can't believe you're still willing to forgive these two ungrateful brats. You're so kind-hearted.
What did my husband do wrong? Why should he apologize to you?
You don't want to apologize, huh? Very well. You've got a nerve. I won't give you a penny of the demolition compensation then. Let's see how long you can keep this up.
Southern District Slum Demolition Project, huh? Very well. From now on, you're no longer in charge of this project anymore. Because it's cancelled.
Ha 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 ha. Charlotte, did you hear that? When did this thug get to interfere with such a big thing?
You're only a thug, and have no connection. How dare you boast shamelessly here? This is ridiculous.
Do you think the Jod family can take me down? Let me show you whether you're able to do that. Jane, cancel the Southern District Slum Demolition Project immediately.
Wow, listen to what he said. He's pretty good at putting up an act. Listen, if this project is cancelled, I'll get on my knees and apologize to you. Otherwise, you'll slap yourself and admit you're wrong. Deal?
Deal. I hope you won't regret your stupidity when the time comes.
Ryan, stop messing around.
Let me tell you, there's nothing in this world that I regret. It's from Mr. Lowe. You're going to regret it. It's from Mr. Lowe. You're going to regret it.
Felix, answer it quickly and show them who's the boss here.
Hello? Mr. Lowe. Felix here. What? The project is cancelled? Hello? Hello?
Impossible. This can't be true. He's just a thug. How could he get his hands on this project? Felix, don't be fooled by him. He must be lying.
Shut up.
Ryan, what's going on? Are you and Mr. Ferguson?
My best friend and I used to work for Xavier, and I saved Xavier's life. He's friends with the CEO of Ferguson Group. I asked for his help this time.
Is that true?
What's going on? How could this be? What actually happened?
What are you doing?
How could you cancel the project just like that? How could you do that?
I gave you a chance.
Damn you. Do I need you to give me a chance? How could you cancel the 400 grand project just like that? I must teach you a lesson today.
I hope you won't regret it.
Take this. Ryan Lewis, who the hell are you? How could you cancel the project?
Who can he be? He's just a good-for-nothing. In my opinion, it's just a coincidence that the project was cancelled. Felix, my father knows Mr. Matthew. I'll ask him to ask for Mr. Matthew's help and get this project back for you.
They are business partners?
Yup, it's just a demolition project. I can settle it for you.
But isn't your family being ostracized by everyone in Dufston? You'd still be ostracized if you went after Mr. Matthew.
It is because of Mr. Layton. That's why I'm here today. Hopefully, he can spare the Stone family.
I see.
Don't worry, Felix. I'll get this demolition project back for you.
I'm afraid Mr. Matthew doesn't have time for your family. Because he himself is struggling to survive now.
Brat, have you lost your mind? Do you know who Mr. Matthew is? The Ferguson family is the richest and most influential family in Dufston. Mr. Matthew is a powerful man. How can he struggle to survive?
Mr. Matthew is second only to Mr. Austin Ferguson. It was said that he would be the heir. If it weren't for Mr. Austin, Ms. Stone, we'll have to rely on you for our business from now on.
No problem.
Mr. John and Miss Stone are a perfect match. They're truly a match made in heaven.
Felix said he will marry me.
That's right. I'll give Charlotte an extravagant wedding. Everyone, is welcome to witness it today.
Ryan, let's just leave. The air here isn't fresh.
Stop right there. Did I say you can leave? This charity dinner is organized by the Layton family. You can't just come and leave as you please.
What else do you want?
Mr. Ferguson and Mr. Layton will be here soon. Both of you are just a bummer here. You should be taught a lesson before we throw you out. What? Am I wrong? Elena, you're so pathetic. You've been married for so long, but don't even have a ring. I feel sorry for you.
Charlotte, your pretentious look is so disgusting.
You're just jealous of me. How about this? Since you've married this thug for me, I'll be kind and let you stay. I'll let you witness my happiness when Felix proposes to me later.
That's none of my business.
Why are you in such a hurry to leave? You're guilty, aren't you? I guess so. Your husband can't even afford a ring? I feel embarrassed for you.
Who says she doesn't have a ring?
Ryan, you...
Bring me the 10-carat pink diamond from Soulby auction now.
Ryan, stop messing around.
10-carat pink diamond? Did I hear that wrongly?
Pink diamond? Are you serious? Do you know how much a 10-carat pink diamond is worth? At least 8 figures. You'll never afford one in your life. Let's not talk about a 10-carat pink diamond. If you bring me a 1-carat diamond, I'll get on my knees and apologize to you.
That pink diamond, I remember. It was sold for $100 million at Soulby auction and caused quite a stir. I think it was bought by Art, the CEO of Ferguson Group, and hit the headline.
But this guy speaks with confidence. Could he really be Mr. Ferguson?
How can he be Mr. Ferguson? Mr. Ferguson has been abroad all this while, and I've had the honor of meeting him once. He doesn't even look like this.
Are you sure you were meeting the CEO of Ferguson Group? Austin Ferguson?
Of course, Mr. Ferguson carried himself with such grace. He leaves a lasting first impression. Forget it, you wouldn't understand anyway.
You're truly shameless.
Elena, it's one thing to lack ability, but don't go lying through your teeth. Seriously, is your husband all right? You might want to get him checked out by a psychiatrist. This is about your future happiness, after all.
Where did you get the money for the ring? A 10-carat pink diamond, no less. I heard those can only be bought at auctions. If you're going to bluff, make it more convincing. I know you're saying all this because of me, and I appreciate it, but I really don't need it. Let's just go.
Don't leave. Who said you could walk away? Let's see how things turn out today.
The ring will be delivered in 3 minutes.
If it's not here, at that time, you'll have to drink this.
Fine, but I have a feeling it'll be you who ends up drinking it.
Hello, Mr. Ferguson. Which hall are you in? I'll bring it to you.
No need. Just have a server deliver it.
Got it. Hi. Can you deliver this ring to Hall 1 for Mr. Ferguson? He's proposing today, so please hurry.
Sure thing.
The 3 minutes are almost up. Where's your ring?
Which one of you is Mr. Ferguson?
I am. Give me the ring.
Sir, here's your ring. Please hold on to it. The guy outside said you're proposing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. The server said this was for Mr. Ferguson. Are you Mr. Ferguson?
Jaden's getting less reliable. Whoever it's for, this ring is mine, since it's a 10-carat pink diamond.
A 10-carat pink diamond? Is this for real? Is this really a 10-carat pink diamond? It seems like this is the one Mr. Ferguson bought at the auction.
So this ring was really meant for me?
Yes, Elena. I've wanted to give it to you for a long time. I think it's perfect for you.
Impossible. This ring isn't yours. The staff just said it's for someone who's proposing today. The only person not proposing today is Mr. Jod.
So, the ring belongs to Mr. Jod? Mr. Jod certainly is generous.
That's right. This must be the surprise Mr. Jod arranged for me. Isn't that right, Felix?
Could my dad have arranged this? It looks like my dad knew about things between the Stones and Mr. Matthew. He even sent me a ring. How thoughtful of him. That's right. This is the surprise I planned for Charlotte today.
You've got some nerve, trying to claim my stuff. Are you sure this ring is yours?
A pink diamond worth $100 million. Do you even know what that means? How dare you try to steal my spotlight? Didn't the server say it was from Mr. Ferguson? Are you Mr. Ferguson? It must be a gift from the Ferguson family, thanks to my dad's connections. Wow, this pink diamond really suits my baby.
Felix,
Put it on.
you're so good to me.
So the ring really does belong to Mr. Jod. Mr. Jod certainly knows how to spend big.
Ryan, what do you have to say now? This ring is a proposal gift from Felix. 3 minutes are already up. Where's your ring?
I suggest you return my ring right now.
Elena, look at your husband. He's still refusing to back down even now. A construction worker. Dreams of buying a diamond worth $100 million. What a joke.
Charlotte, they're not worth you getting all worked up. Security, get them out of here.
What's going on?
Mr. Layton, I'm Felix Jod. It's great to finally meet you.
What were you guys up to just now?
Mr. Layton, 2 thugs barged in and started causing a scene. We were just about to throw them out.
I think. You're the one who should be thrown out. How dare you call the esteemed guests I invited thugs?
What? Esteemed guests?
Wasn't that diamond ring bought by Austin at the Solby auction? How did this ring end up on your finger?
This is Felix's proposal gift to me.
What's going on here? You gave the ring to Felix?
These two are just making things up, claiming the ring is theirs.
Mr. Ferguson, what kind of game are you playing? Acting like a poor guy in love with Cinderella.
Ryan, watch your tone. Mr. Layton is hosting this event, and Felix gave me this ring as a proposal gift. Stop making things up.
Charlotte, right? Mind if I take a closer look at that ring on your finger? Why is the ring I delivered on your finger?
Wait, you're the one who arranged for this ring?
Felix, right? How dare you claim the ring I delivered as yours?
What? Mr. Layton, this ring is yours? But Ryan insisted it was his.
I gave it to him, so he has every right to claim it. What's the issue? Did he say anything wrong?
Wait, the diamond ring belongs to Mr. Layton? So does that mean Mr. Jod's trying to steal it?
No way.
Shut up. Mr. Layton, it's not what it looks like. There's been a misunderstanding.
I don't recall inviting either of you to my charity dinner. Who gave you the nerve to stir up trouble at my event?
It's not like that, Mr. Layton. I'm attending on behalf of the Stone family. Please let this go, and ease up on my family.
Putting pressure on your family is the least of your worries after offending Elena.
Wait! What does Elena have to do with this? Elena, this is all your fault.
Guards, get these two out of here.
Hey, what are you doing? Let go of me. I'm the eldest daughter of the Stone family. What are you doing? Let go of me.
Mr. Layton, thank you for covering my mom's surgery. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
Surgery? Ms. Stone, I'm afraid I wasn't the one who paid for your mom's surgery.
It wasn't you? Then who would help me?
Your husband, Ryan. He begged me for days to help with your mom's surgery.
Was it really you?
Yes, I was the one who begged him for it.
This is the first time he's ever asked me for a favor. Ms. Stone, you should thank Ferguson for this.
Ferguson? Mr. Layton, what did you just call him?
Miss Stone. I misspoke. I meant Lewis. Lewis.
Mr. Layton, when are you free? Regardless, you've been a big help. I'd like to take you out for dinner.
Dinner? Hello?
Forget about dinner. Mr. Layton is a busy man.
Since Mr. Layton is busy, we won't keep him any longer. Mr. Layton, I'll let you get on with your work.
All right, I'll take my leave now. Bye-bye.
Let's go take a look around as well.
You...
What's wrong?
So this is what it feels like, to be loved and protected. Ryan, you seem quite different from what I've heard. Different how? They say you're incompetent and have poor character. But after getting to know you, I see that's not true. You even read financial magazines and the news. That's not something a thug would do. Looks like the rumors were off. You really need to get to know someone personally to understand his true character.
So, which version of me do you prefer?
Well, let's go home.
Damn you, Elena. Those two thugs throw me out of the charity dinner like that. Mom, what should I do? I can't just let this go.
For now, you'll have to. Keep a low profile. Your dad said, our company is being targeted. One mistake, our family might be done for.
But we've always had strong ties with big companies. Why are we being targeted now?
I don't know. Just keep your cool for now. Hold on to your anger. Once this crisis is over, I'll make sure you get your revenge.
Elena, it has to be her. She's behind this.
What are you talking about? How could our family's troubles be connected to her?
She must have found a way to get close to Xavier. That is why our family's under pressure from all sides.
If Elena has teamed up with the Layton family, we're in big trouble. Mr. Jod isn't dependable anymore. Charlotte, you need to find someone new to protect you. If Elena has Mr. Layton's support, you need to align yourself with Mr. Ferguson. Got it?
Mom, I know what to do. Elena, that clown, is already broke. Yet she still has the nerve to mess with me.
Mr. Ferguson, you have a meeting at 10 a.m. with Mr. Brown from Dragon Group to discuss the Festin Bay project worth $400 million. It's time to head out.
All right, I'll be there.
Wait, are you heading to the construction site this early?
Yeah. Why?
From now on you don't need to work at the construction site anymore? We can do it together.
Together? How?
We're married now. You can't spend your whole life doing manual labor. I know you don't have a degree or much experience, but I don't mind. As long as we work hard together, we'll support this family. I'll handle the income, and you can take care of the house. From now on, you'll be my assistant.
You want me to be your assistant?
You don't want to? Well, you're good looking enough to help with marketing too. Answer the phone. I'll get things ready for the market later.
Mr. Ferguson, Mr. Brown from Dragon Group is already at the office. Are you...
I've got something important to deal with today. Let Mr. Brown know. We'll need to reschedule.
Something more important. What could be more important than a project worth $400 million?
Stylish designs, unique looks, just as good as the big brands. Don't miss out. Everything's on sale at bargain prices. Come check it out. All at unbeatable prices.
If it's really that great, why is it being sold at a night market?
Trendy new styles at rock bottom prices.
Maybe the quality is subpar. Come take a look. Let's skip it.
Come on, take a look.
Has life really been that hard for her these past few years?
Just as good as designer brands.
The guy next door is so handsome. He's even better looking than a celebrity. Let's go check him out.
Wow, he really is handsome.
Don't miss out. Why are you just standing there? You should shout too.
You want me to shout?
Yeah? Why else do you think I brought you here? It's definitely not just to show off.
But
What, are you embarrassed? Nothing's embarrassing about earning a living. Hard work makes you shine. Come on. Give it a try.
Original designs. Huge clearance sale. Everything must go. Don't miss out.
Not bad. Now, louder.
Original designs. Huge clearance sale. Everything must go. Don't miss out.
Mr. Ferguson.
Shut up.
Ryan, who is she? You and her... What's going on?
Ryan, you even changed your name? Role-playing, I see. I haven't seen you in days and you're already into something this wild?
Elena, let me explain.
Is she your girlfriend?
No, you've got it wrong. She's actually my cousin.
You have a cousin?
I didn't just pop it out of nowhere. Of course I have a cousin. Carol. This is your sister-in-law, Elena.
Elena, nice to meet you. Congrats. So when are you and my cousin planning on having a couple of kids?
What? Kids?
If you've got nothing else to do, maybe head home.
Come on, don't be like that. She just got here, and now you're trying to send her off. After a few minutes? That's not fair. Why not take her out and show her around the night market?
Hang on. I need to have a quick word with my cousin. Let's go.
Stylish and unique, just like the big brands.
Austin, I heard from Jaden that you've been staying in the slums lately. I assumed it had something to do with Ryan. You're a busy man, the richest person in the world. And now you're playing house with a girl from the slums?
What are you talking about? She's from the Stone family.
The Stone family? Oh, I remember now. They're the ones who were set up to marry Ryan, right? Austin? This doesn't make sense. How could you do this? That's your nephew's fiancé.
Shut up. No one asked for your opinion.
What's going on here? You used Ryan's identity to marry your nephew's fiancé? If she finds out, she'll hate you forever.
Big discounts, come take a look. Feel free to browse, ladies.
Hey, why did the guy at the stall just now run off with another woman?
Yeah, that woman snatched him right in front of you. Why are you so calm about it?
Oh, it's a misunderstanding. That's actually my husband's cousin.
Oh, his cousin. Can we take a picture with the handsome guy later?
Sure, you can. Buy one item and you get a photo. Buy 2 items and he'll carry you bridal style.
I'll take 2.
What about 3 items? Can we touch his abs?
Abs? No. But with 3 items, he'll carry you bridal style for 3 minutes.
So that's how it is. She's a stand-in bride. How's the investigation into Ryan's situation? When will he return to the family?
Still investigating. It's connected to Uncle Matthew. You should go. Don't bother Elena unless it's important.
Austin, you're not seriously falling for her, are you?
That's enough. Hurry back.
Pictures, pictures.
Why did she leave? What happened?
She had to go back to class.
I'm going to restock. Wait here for me.
Hey, handsome? Selling clothes? What do you think? Would look good on me. I want to see your sense of style.
Miss, please have some respect.
Don't be so cold. How about adding me on WhatsApp?
Sorry, I don't have a phone.
Handsome, this street vending must be exhausting. Why don't you come with me? I'll make sure you're set for life. What do you say?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Listen, you stubborn fool. It's a privilege that I'm even interested in you. You don't know what's good for you.
Stop. What do you think you're doing to my husband?
Helena? It's really you, old classmate. Long time no see. I didn't expect you to be selling things at a roadside stall.
Alicia.
Hold on. You said that he's your husband?
What's wrong? It has nothing to do with you.
I heard from Charlotte that your husband is a mobster. Don't tell me this is him. He's quite handsome, but has a bad personality. But there is a lid for every pot. The two of you are made for each other.
No wonder the air got suddenly turned funky. It actually comes from you. You're such a toxic person. Did you brush your teeth this morning? Why is there a foul smell?
Elena, you...
I'm not deaf. I can hear you just fine. Just leave quickly. You're not welcome here.
Let me tell you. My boyfriend is the person in charge of Starry Night Market. I guess you haven't paid the stall fee. I'll give him a call, and you'll have to leave here immediately.
See this? Assist young people in their startup business. Since half a year ago, it's been legal to sell things along the street. What can your boyfriend do if he's here? Is he going to ignore the government's policy?
You... It's useless assisting people like you. Let me tell you, trash like you will always be trash. Even if you do business here for 10 years? Do you understand?
Sure, you're a noble. We're just lowly people. Ms. Eiler, can you please continue with your life and do not waste my time trying to earn some money here?
Let me tell you. Elena, you better know what's good for yourself. With just a call, I can chase you out of here. I'll let you experience the feeling of being helpless.
Before that happens, I'll beat you first. You don't have to worry about what will happen to us in the future.
Ryan, take it easy. Let her go.
How dare you bully me? I'll call my boyfriend right now. Be ready to get lost.
Leave at once.
Are you okay?
Someone bullied me. Come here quickly to give them a lesson. My boyfriend will be here in a minute. Just wait here. However, if you apologize to me now, and let me order you around, maybe Dawn will forgive you.
Alicia, who bullied you?
Dawn, you're here finally? Those two bullied me. I told them about you, but they ignored me.
Dude, who are you to dare bully my woman and mock me?
Let go. What are you doing?
You're the first person to bully my woman and mock me. With my order, you'll never be able to sell things at the roadside anymore.
I don't think you have the power to do that.
How dare you? This is my territory. If you're here, I don't care who you are, you have to follow my orders.
Dawn, don't waste your time with them. Just hit him.
You've gone too far.
You're the person in charge of this night market, aren't you? Great. After tonight, the person in charge will be changed.
Who do you think you are? Take a look in the mirror, okay? There is someone who protects Dawn.
Fire the person in charge of Sorry Night Market. Dawn, at this instant.
Sorry Night Market was built and funded by Ferguson Group. Do you think you're the CEO of Ferguson Group? Austin? How dare you fire Dawn? You'll be the one leaving.
Just act on. I'll see how long you'll continue to pretend. Let me tell you, my dad is the general manager of Starry Night Market.
Did you hear that? Fire his dad as well.
What a joke, do you really think? You're Austin, Ferguson Group's CEO. You're just a bum, a thug. Who do you think you are? Dad, I'm busy now.
You fool. I was fired. Who have you offended?
What, you were really sacked?
Come home right now. If I don't see you in 30 minutes, just get lost from the Bates family.
Dawn, just hit him.
Shut your mouth.
Dawn, why did you hit me?
Damn, this is all because of you.
Dawn. Dawn.
What's wrong with them? Did you really fire them?
I asked Xavier for help.
You asked Mr. Layton for help again.
It doesn't matter. He has gotten used to this.
It's getting late. Let's go home.
Do you need to keep track of such a small amount?
Of course. It's not easy to earn every cent. You know about my mom's bad health. I want to buy a house near downtown so that she can move in when she's discharged. But the property prices are too high, so I have to work hard to earn more.
I see. I'll bring you to a place tomorrow. I have something for you.
What's that?
You'll know when you get there.
What's all this?
Let's go in and have a look first.
Did you rent this house? It's so spacious and fully furnished. Moreover, it faces the sea. You must have paid a lot for such a huge house. You've only worked at the construction site? How come you get so much money to rent such an expensive house?
This is Xavier's house. He's lending it to us. From now on, we don't have to worry about living on the streets anymore.
It's Mr. Layton again who helped us. Ryan, we need to treat Mr. Layton to a meal, to thank him properly for helping us.
I've miscalculated. I shouldn't have used Xavier's name from the start. You know Xavier is a busy man. He might not have the time.
Even if he's busy, he should have the time. For a simple meal, right? We should be grateful. He has helped us so much, but I've never expressed my appreciation at all. Do you have Mr. Layton's contact?
For the time being, I don't. When I have his contact in the future, it's not too late to thank him then.
Okay. Then we should set our stall on another street. I think this street is popular and crowded. We should be able to earn more.
Elena, let's not sell things anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore? Then I'll do it myself.
That's not what I mean. I think with your skills, you should work as a designer in a big company. Why not give it a try?
I wish I could. But I don't have the qualifications. Nowadays, to work in professional design companies, one has to possess qualifications. With my experience, I'll surely fail in the first round. I don't want to embarrass myself and waste time.
How will you know if you don't try? It's true having qualifications is a requirement. But a real designer's skills should be far greater than their qualifications. I trust that. You'll become an outstanding designer, one day.
You're right. How can I just give up like that without even trying?
That's right, Elena. You must believe in yourself.
Yes, I will. I will succeed. Too bad it's raining. We have to delay moving in.
Don't worry, we can do it later. Go take a shower first. You'll get sick after getting soaked in the rain.
Okay.
Mr. Ferguson, that's right. Mr. Matthew contacted me this morning. He wanted me to tell you that Mr. Harold would like to meet Mrs. Ferguson. You should bring over Mrs. Ferguson for a meal next week.
Matthew? He's so impatient. Let's make an announcement that the youngest son of the Fergusons, Ryan, passed away.
Mr. Ferguson, it'll be hard to explain to Mr. Harold about the announcement. After all, he's at an old age now. He can't bear the shock.
Don't worry. Don't underestimate Grandpa. Besides, I'll get doctors on standby. I can't lie to him. All his life. It doesn't make a difference if he knows it sooner or later.
Understood.
By the way, add a new position for a designer assistant.
Understood. I'll get to it now.
Elena, what happened?
I'm okay. Ryan, can you help me to get the bathrobe? I forgot to bring it in when I entered the bathroom just now.
Wait a minute.
Thanks. Don't laugh.
Okay. I'm not laughing.
You can go in and have a wash. I'll go blow dry my hair.
What are you looking for?
I finished my hair oil. I want a new one.
This is...
How can you simply take my things?
Where did you get this bracelet?
A friend gave it to me when I was young.
You said you had someone you liked. Did he give you this bangle?
We are not from the same world. Liking him was just something. I said as a kid, it meant nothing.
Elena, have you ever thought that maybe, he liked you too?
It's in the past now. I don't take it to heart anymore. Austin, you're a CEO now? You would have forgotten about me. Even adults don't value relationships, let alone the promise of a child. I'm the only one who has been in this dream all along. I should wake up now from the dream.
Elena? Actually,
I despise whoever lies to me, and I hate men who only sweet talk. My dad has cheated my mom her whole life, but Mom thinks that he has his reasons. If I find out whoever cheats on me, I won't ever forgive him.
If this person really has his reasons, will you forgive him?
I don't like to be lied to, no matter what happens. Why are you asking me these questions? Don't tell me you're hiding something from me.
No? I have nothing to hide from you.
Why is he acting so strangely? Forget it. Let's get some rest.
Elena.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Elena, if you find out that I lie to you, will you despise me too? No need to be nervous, it's just an interview.
I'm actually kind of excited. Ferguson Group is such a big company, and I actually got an interview. Can I really do this?
Trust me, Ferguson Group won't miss out on talented people.
Right, I can do this. Please wait for me at home.
Sure.
Ferguson Group. Austin Ferguson. Are you really the CEO of Ferguson Group? Then, will I really meet you here? What am I even thinking? I should focus on the interview. Oh my goodness. Is this an interview or a beauty pageant? Why does everyone have makeup on?
Of course, it's because of Mr. Ferguson. They say he's very handsome, suave, and charming. Countless women have fallen for him.
Really?
Look at this. This is his photo from behind. Just look at those muscles. And his V-shaped torso. He's every woman's dream man.
That's weird. Why does he seem so familiar? It sort of looks like Ryan.
They say Mr. Ferguson is ruthless in business. No woman has ever managed to get close to him. He's personally selecting candidates this time. Tons of women heard about it and showed up just for a chance to see him.
But he doesn't seem interested in them, from what you're saying. It almost sounds like Mr. Ferguson isn't into women.
Hey, don't say that. You don't want to get kicked out of here.
Got it. But with so many people here, who knows which one Mr. Ferguson will choose in the end?
They don't stand a chance. I'm the daughter of the Harris family, one of the 10 most prominent families in Doveston. I'll definitely be the future Mrs. Ferguson, once I've become Mrs. Ferguson. I'll take care of you, and you'll be walking around like a boss here.
Well, thank you in advance, future Mrs. Ferguson.
Sure.
Elena, this is the world's top-ranked Ferguson Group. What are you doing here, begging for scraps?
Oh, why do I always run into Charlotte with such rotten luck? I'm here for the interview, of course.
Interview? You've got to be kidding me. You someone who didn't even finish high school, never took a single day of fashion design classes, and you think you can interview for the position of CEO's designer assistant? Don't you think you're being absurd?
Yes, I don't have a formal education. But who says I can't learn on my own? Ferguson Group values talent above all.
Yes, of course, but do you even have any? Is your brain rotten from marrying a low-life thug? I think you should stay home and focus on taking care of that thug husband of yours. Don't come out and make a fool of yourself.
Hey, who do you think you are? Can you speak for Ferguson Group?
Listen carefully. I'm Charlotte, the heiress to Stone Group. You really think you can dream of becoming Mrs. Ferguson? Keep dreaming.
You?
Why? Am I wrong?
Oh, I'm about to lose it. Do you want to get slapped?
Quincy, calm down. Everyone's watching.
You two idiots, get lost already.
Charlotte Stone, right? Don't let me see you again, or I'll beat you next time.
Ferguson Group is a progressive and inclusive company that values talent over degrees. The fact that I'm standing here means I have every right to be here. Unlike you, who has neither talent nor credentials.
Elena Stone.
Why? Was I wrong?
15 Elena Stone.
Here.
Dad used 5% of the company's original shares in exchange for my chance to get into Ferguson Group and become Mrs. Ferguson. I will never let you ruin my plan. Elena, you and that thug husband of yours will always be nothing but trash.
Good afternoon. I am Elena Stone.
Please introduce yourself.
Sure. I am a fashion designer. I can manage everything, from designing to selling the final product.
So, are you saying you're running a street stall? I just looked at your resume. You don't have any work experience. Your education stops at high school.
I studied at Quilton University, but dropped out due to some special circumstances. So,
what's wrong with the HR? They're getting more and more unreliable. Even people with a high school diploma can get in.
Next. Wait a minute. Your job listing clearly stated that a high school graduate could also apply.
People need to know their limits, Elena. Do you even realize what kind of a company Ferguson Group is? It's the #1 company in the world. People would do anything to work here. Any employee here has a name, a reputation for themselves. What makes you think you can compete with them?
I brought some of my design sketches today. You can at least take a look at what I'm capable of.
I plagiarized her work years ago. No, I can never allow her to get in. If she gets in, my career's over. Ferguson Group is a top-tier company with high standards. We don't hire just anyone off the street. As your interviewer, I'm telling you, you're not qualified. Take your resume and leave now. Mrs. Zander, I think her design concepts are actually quite aligned with Ferguson Group's standards. Ms. Vaughn, Elena is just a high school graduate. Do you really believe she can produce work of this quality, or are you willing to vouch for her?
So I can't really apply.
Ms. Stone, here's some advice. It's okay to have dreams, but don't be delusional. Trash belongs with trash, and you shouldn't come out ruining things for others. Take your resume and get out.
Miss, you may criticize my skills. You're a senior in this field, and I can accept that. But that doesn't give you the right to insult me. I expect an apology right now.
Apology? For what? Did I say something wrong? You did what you did. Why be afraid to hear the truth?
If Ferguson Group is full of people like you, then I suppose I really don't belong here.
So, how did it go?
I got rejected.
What? How? I thought
You thought what?
I thought I heard. Ferguson Group's design assistant position didn't require strict degree requirements. How could you get rejected?
You're overthinking it. I made it to the second round. But Ferguson Group is the industry leader, with so many people fighting tooth and nail to get in. I'm just a high school graduate, so how could I compete with those candidates with fancy college degrees? But what? I did hear some gossip today. I'm starting to think Ferguson Group's CEO might not even like women.
Huh?
Think about it, so many women are throwing themselves at him, and yet I'll say either he's way too picky or he's just not into women.
Maybe he already has someone he likes, and you just don't know about it.
That's possible. But someone as high and mighty as Mr. Ferguson is so far above us. Who knows what the truth is? Okay, let's stop talking about him. Let's head home. We still need to set up the stall tonight.
Sure. You go ahead and get into the car first. I just saw someone I know. I'm going to talk to him.
Someone you know? There's someone you know at Ferguson Group?
I'll explain later. You go back first.
Mr. Ferguson, it was an oversight on my part.
Fix the hiring decision immediately. If it happens again, you can just hand in your resignation.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson. I'll head to the design department to sort it out and make sure Mrs. Ferguson gets it. Who rejected Elena Stone?
Mr. Lowe, it was me. I was thinking about Ferguson Group's reputation. Elena Stone is just a high school graduate with no formal education in fashion design. Hiring her would ruin the image and reputation of our group's fashion department.
Are you crazy? Ferguson Group has survived with you here. Moreover, I've seen Elena Stone's designs. It's promising. I think she's fully capable of handling the position in Ferguson Group.
Mr. Lowe, even if you're Mr. Ferguson's secretary, you cannot destroy the reputation of Ferguson Group's fashion design. Elena Stone doesn't belong here.
Xander, get this straight. I'm informing you, not asking for your opinions. As for Ferguson Group's reputation, that's not for you, a fashion design department manager, to decide. Joan, take this group's resume to the HR department and process their ID cards.
Yes.
Damn, Elena Stone. I better not. Find out who you've been sucking up to.
Okay, noted. I'll let Mr. Ferguson know and decide on this. Hello, Mr. Ferguson. Frederick Stone just called and got offered 10% of Stone Group's shares in exchange for Mrs. Ferguson's top evil sister to be employed by Ferguson Group. Should we reject her?
Charlotte Stone? The Stone family is really tenacious, but if they're handing something over, we won't turn it down. As for Charlotte, just give her a menial position. Keep an eye on her, and don't let her hurt Elena.
Understood. I'll make the arrangements right away.
Hello. Is this Miss Elena?
Yes, I am. What's the matter?
I'm Alicia from Ferguson Group's HR department. Congratulations on getting the job as Ferguson Group's fashion designer assistant. Please bring along your ID card and report to the company at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I've passed the interview, and we'll start working tomorrow. Forget it. It's Ferguson Group after all. It's the top company in the world and sets the benchmark in the fashion industry. I'm sure I can learn a lot by joining Ferguson Group.
What's with the look on your face?
Ryan,
Be careful. Why are you in a rush?
I have good news. Just now, Ferguson Group's HR department informed me that I can start working there.
Really? That's great. I told you so. There will be someone with an eye for talent?
Yeah. Although I'm a mere designer assistant, I'll definitely become an excellent fashion designer. By the way, thank you. If it wasn't for your encouragement, I would never be brave enough to join Ferguson Group.
You're thanking me? So how do you plan to thank me?
What are you doing? Let go.
No.
You?
What's wrong? We're married. Married couples are legally allowed to kiss.
But you can't just kiss me as you please.
Then I'll inform you. Before I kiss you next time.
Why do I feel like you're trying to flirt with me? What are you doing? Put me down.
Elena, it's getting late. It's time to go to bed.
Your phone is ringing.
There better be something extremely important.
Mr. Ferguson, am I interrupting?
Just get to the point.
Sir, we found the evidence of your uncle hiring an assassin to murder Mr. Lewis. Should we hand it to the lawyer immediately?
Yes, I'll find some time to give Grandpa a heads up. By then I'll bring Elena home. He might feel better after seeing his granddaughter-in-law. Hurry and inform the police station to arrest my uncle quickly.
Understood.
Ryan, you can rest in peace now.
Rest in peace?
You're still up?
You were saying?
I meant I could rest peacefully. Now that you've found such a good job, I can rest peacefully.
Of course, Ferguson Group isn't some company that anyone can join.
Elena, it's time to go to bed.
Mr. Matthew.
Have you found more about that woman Austin likes?
Mr. Austin protects her information too well. We found nothing else.
Loser. I spent millions of dollars annually on a bunch of useless fools. It was all because of your carelessness that caused Austin to get some dirt on me. I can't even stay in this country anymore. At this point, I can only go abroad and lie low. Arrange a flight for me right now to send me abroad.
Yes.
We're here.
I'm leaving now. Bye.
Hold on. Did you forget something?
No, I didn't. I brought everything I needed.
You forgot to kiss me goodbye.
You're really... I'm leaving now. Bye.
Hey, Jaden, notify everyone to get ready for a meeting at 10.
Mr. Ferguson, I've informed everyone about the meeting's time. Since it's still half an hour away, do you want to review these documents? That needs your signature.
Austin!
Uncle Matthew, what brings you here?
You still remember I'm your uncle, huh? I'm wanted by the police. Are you behind this?
Don't you dare hit him.
Jaden, get out.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson. Call me if you need anything.
Why didn't you think about the fact that you are my uncle when you were hurting Ryan?
You're trying to avenge Ryan? It was all because of you. If you stayed abroad and continued being a CEO there, the home branch would be mine as soon as Dad passed away. But you just had to look for your brother's son to fight me for the inheritance. If it wasn't because of this, I wouldn't have gone after him.
Uncle Matthew, this is the last time. I'm addressing you this way. I've handed the evidence to the police station. Reflect on yourself in jail for the rest of your life.
Reflect on myself? Austin, you think you've won, huh? That woman you've sent here today is called Elena Stone, right? I'll let you guess if I have the backup plan to deal with her.
Don't you dare lay a finger on her. I'll definitely make your life a living hell. Jaden, call the police to bring him away.
Understood?
Just you wait.
Some people are absolutely shameless. How dare you still show up for work?
Even you can show up, so why can't I?
Ferguson Group is a top-tier company in our country. We have high standards for our employees' image. I heard that thug husband of yours had fought with someone at the night market a few days ago. Since you've married this type of person, you don't deserve to stay in Ferguson Group. I think you should know your place and leave on your own.
Charlotte, there are no mentions in Ferguson Group's employee handbook saying I should leave if I'm married to a thug.
A thug husband?
I can't believe Elena is married to a thug. How can someone like her stay in Ferguson Group?
Charlotte, what are you doing? Why? Do I need your permission to hang out with my sister? You're unreasonable. Elena, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You heard her, right? She said she was fine. It's none of your concern.
Charlotte, if you only know how to play tricks, you can leave. Don't disturb us when we're working.
Elena, don't think that. You have nothing else to worry about? Just because you joined Ferguson Group. As long as I'm still in this company, I'll make sure you can't live in peace. I'll eventually make you leave Ferguson Group.
I'll wait and see.
Charlotte, a person like you doesn't deserve to work in this company. We should kick you out. The longer someone like you stays here, the more you're dragging us down.
What are you all doing? Have you followed the updates on fashion trends? Are the sketches for winter designs done yet? How could you all be chit-chatting here? Don't you think you're slacking off too much?
That's weird. Why does this Mr. Lowe look so familiar?
Go, hurry!
Who's that man?
He's just a salesman.
Charlotte, since you chose to work at Ferguson Group, you have to adhere to our company regulations.
I know.
There's no need to explain. Mr. Ferguson will be here today. There'll be an inspection later. If you don't wish to be fired, you can choose to continue staying here.
Elena, you're a jinx who brings me nothing but bad luck. I must kick you out of Ferguson Group. Elena, you think? You are capable, right? I've inquired about it. Ferguson Group wants to work with Crestar Group. Currently, there's no leader for this project. How about we compete to see who can win this project within 3 days? The winner can continue staying in Ferguson Group. The loser will resign. What do you think?
Why should I agree to this?
I don't want us to coexist in the same space. As long as you agree to my proposal, I won't bother you. You'll have a few days of peace. Otherwise, I'll show you what I'm capable of.
Fine. I'll take on this challenge.
Elena, I'll make you leave Ferguson Group.
Quincy, thanks for your help earlier.
There's no need to thank me. I've disliked her for a long time. Look at her snobbish face. As if she's the only rich heiress. Don't be too happy yet. I compiled information about the past editions of Crestar Fashion Week, including some customer details. Ain't I good to you? You must work hard and chase that Charlotte out as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll work hard. I'll read this report now.
Go on. I won't disturb you.
Jaden, give the design department a chaser. The design drawings must be completed soon. This is a crucial opportunity for us to gain some market share.
Okay, Mr. Ferguson. By the way, Mr. Ferguson, today is Mrs. Ferguson's first working day in the design department. Do you want to go over and take a look?
Let's go.
Austin.
Grandpa, why are you here?
If I hadn't come, do you intend to keep me in the dark forever?
Grandpa, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just don't know how to tell you.
It's all because of Matthew. It's my fault for not teaching him properly. I didn't expect Matthew to become so irrational over Ferguson Group.
Grandpa, don't be too upset. I found the evidence. The surveillance footage of the casino will be decoded soon. Don't worry, I'll definitely make Matthew reflect on his wrongdoings in jail.
Yes, he should do a self-reflection. You're taking the right steps. I shall not interfere.
Hi, Ryan. Why are you here? Why are you together with Mr. Lowe and dressed like this?
Oh no, this is bad timing. Mr. Ferguson and Mrs. Ferguson are both here. How do we explain?
Elena, today I actually...
Mr. Lowe is Ferguson Group CEO's secretary. Does it mean you're Ferguson?
I'm here to find a job.
Yes.
Find a job? Don't tell me you went to ask Mr. Layton for help in finding a job.
That's right, I don't want you to work so hard alone. After all, we're married. We should share the responsibility of supporting the family.
Then what is your job?
I'm Mr. Ferguson's bodyguard. You know how it is. Rich people cherish their lives more than anything else. I used to do quite well during my underworld days. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Ferguson, you really know how to lie through your teeth. Bodyguard, you're a free combat champion and a kickboxing master. Why would you need a bodyguard? If you really have to fight, you could probably take down 10 bodyguards.
Mr. Lowe, is that so?
Yes. Mr. Lewis is Mr. Ferguson's newly hired bodyguard.
Elena, I wanted to be closer to you. That's why I applied for this job. In the future, we can go to and get off work together. Are you happy?
There's someone else around. Watch yourself.
Well, I shall not disturb you. I have to get going now. Oh, by the way, we're in the office. Please keep a low profile.
Nosy Parker.
Ryan, stop messing around.
Okay. How's your first day at work? Did anyone bully you?
No, I'm doing fine. Okay, I gotta run. I have a report to read. I'll head back first. Let's talk when we go back home tonight.
Okay.
Dad, Mom, you have to help me.
What now? Is Ferguson Group?
It's Elena. I wonder how she got so lucky. She has climbed the social ladder and joined Ferguson Group. In order to make her leave, I made a bet with her that I'd secure a 100 grand project within 3 days. The winner will stay in Ferguson Group while the loser has to leave.
It's Elena again. Frederick, you must help Charlotte.
What a spendthrift. Do you think it's easy for me to make money? Our family business has been shrinking, and we've suffered a loss of 40% of it. Let's just prepare to suffer?
Come on, Dad. Think about it. I'm working for Ferguson Group now. If I can have a great achievement and continue to stay in Ferguson Group, Mr. Ferguson may fall in love with me over time. By then, Ferguson Group will be ours. You may consider this money an investment.
It was you who tried to flatter Ferguson Group and used 5% of the shares to send Charlotte over. Now it's critical for Charlotte. Otherwise, all our efforts will go in vain. It will be a double loss for us.
All right, I know what to do. You yap too much. I'll call. A friend now. James, I need you to help my daughter.
I can help you, but you should know how to repay my favor.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I'll prepare a gift once it's done.
How is it, Dad? Did Mr. Zabel not agree to help?
Yes, but we need to repay his favor when everything is done.
That James is a money grubber. I'm sure it's not going to be a small gift.
It's fine. Think about the future, Mom. Victory will be within my grasp now. The position at Ferguson Group will be mine, and Elena will leave the company 3 days later. Dad, Mom, I'll go and prepare the proposal first.
Okay.
Why are you still awake? Look at your eyes. I've caught you not sleeping in the past few days.
I can't sleep. Tomorrow, I'm discussing a collaboration with the boss of Crestar Group. I feel nervous, so I'm here to check on our design department's key characteristics.
Elena, you're pushing yourself too hard.
This is my first contract. I want to make it perfect, to prove myself.
Okay, you're working so hard, I'm sure you can do it.
From your lips to God's ears. Hello? Is this Mr. Zabel? I'm Elena from Ferguson Group. I'm calling you about the project. On comparable rhythm.
I'm sorry, Ms. Stone. If it's about the project, you may stop contacting me, as I've already decided to sign the contract with someone else. I'm hanging up.
Hello? I'm looking for Mr. Zabel.
Miss, do you have an appointment?
No. But I have something important to discuss with him. Could you please allow me in?
I'm sorry, miss. I can't let you in without an appointment. Please don't put me in a difficult position and leave.
Now that I've finally joined Ferguson Group, I can't just leave.
Mr. Ferguson, I've got the information.
So what happened?
The CEO of Crestar Group has made a deal with the Stone family and gives Charlotte one comparable rhythm to boost her achievement. Then, Charlotte will stay in Ferguson Group and become
your wife. How greedy the Stone family is. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to take down the Stone family's entire business, Charlotte would have been already kicked out of Ferguson Group. Now, she's even using the Stone family's influence to make things difficult for Elena.
Mr. Ferguson, the deadline for Mrs. Ferguson and Charlotte's deal is today. What should we do next?
Tell Xavierto. Give Elena his project worth millions of dollars, 1,000 years. I'll repay him afterward.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson. I'll inform Mr. Layton right away.
Elena, I've won. Acknowledge your defeat. How does it feel to run errands like a fool? I said I'd make you leave the group, and I'll definitely make it happen. Now, pack your things and leave. Don't let me see you again. Charlotte, just because you secured a 100 grand project doesn't mean you can be audacious. What right do you have to bully Elena? What right do I have because I got the project and she didn't? I asked her to leave according to the bet? Is there a problem? What a dumbass. You can't even understand the situation. Who are you calling a dumbass?
What's the fuss about? This is the office?
Mrs. Ander, you came just in time. I made a bet with Elena earlier. Whoever got a 100 grand project first stays in the company and the loser leaves. Now, Elena has lost, but refused to leave. Please be the judge of this.
That's not true.
Elena, I thought your character was good, despite your incapability. How could you? Go back on your words. You bet. You pay. Can't you understand that? Ferguson Group doesn't need employees like you. Pack your things and leave.
A disgraceful person. Never has a good character. Ms. Xander, Charlotte, Elena is not someone like that. Stop being sarcastic here.
Miss Harris, are you not happy with me and trying to teach me how to do my job? Since you and Elena are so close, why don't you leave with her? Security, take them away.
This is a good idea. Mrs. Xander, you always have a way.
Ms. Xander, Quincy didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to protect me. I bet I pay. I will acknowledge defeat and submit my resignation to the HR department. However, both of you should apologize to Quincy.
Apologize? Elena, you'd better worry about yourself first. Charlotte, bring your contract with Crestar Group to my room.
Yes, Miss Xander. You want me to apologize? In your dream.
Apologize.
Let me go.
Apologize to Quincy.
Security, get her out of here.
Miss, this way, please.
Let her go. Hurry up and throw her out.
What's the fuss about?
Mr. Layton.
It's been a while, Ms. Stone. I didn't expect you to become a member of Ferguson Group. What's going on?
Mr. Layton, Charlotte forced Elena to take a bet to secure a 100 grand project within 3 days. The winner will stay, and the loser has to leave. But Elena has lost the bet now.
It's just a 100 grand project. What's the big deal? Ms. Stone, I think highly of you. So, I've decided to let you handle our project 1,000 years. What do you think?
1,000 years? It's worth millions of dollars.
Mr. Layton, is this a joke?
I never joke.
You can't do that.
Why? Are you teaching me how to do things?
No, it's just that...
What?
When we made the bet, the deadline was 3 days. 3 days have passed now. Elena has lost the bet, so she has to leave. You don't wish to see Elena go back on her own words, do you?
How dare you question me?
Charlotte, there's still half an hour left to a full 3-day. You seem anxious. Don't tell me you're afraid Elena will win. Anyway, this project is worth millions of dollars. You're the one who should leave.
Ms. Stone, what do you think? Do you want to take the challenge?
Yes.
Good. Contact my assistant after this.
What are you all doing? Do you want to get sacked? Mr. Layton, Mr. Ferguson is waiting for you. Come with me.
Mr. Lowe, help me out. Elena should leave Ferguson Group.
Charlotte, Ferguson Group emphasizes the ability of its employees. Since Elena has secured a project worth millions of dollars, you should acknowledge defeat according to the bet. You may leave now. Security, please walk Miss Charlotte out.
Wait a minute. Mr. Lowe, I signed a contract with the company. You can't kick me out. Ugh, she managed to exploit the loophole again.
This is so troublesome.
Charlotte, if it happens again, you'll get fired. As for you, Elena, you're doing very well. Starting today, you're officially an employee of Ferguson Group.
Thank you, Mr. Lowe. Thank you, Mr. Layton.
You're welcome. I was actually entrusted by someone.
Entrusted by someone? Could it be Ryan's doing again?
Elena, you're really something, asking Mr. Lowe to arrange for you to join the company first, and then taking Charlotte's bet to get promoted. I've really underestimated you. However, we still have a long way to go. Let us wait and see.
Congratulations, Elena. Promotion to a full-time position. Perhaps you can meet Mr. Ferguson in person as well. I've been working here for quite some time, but I've never met Mr. Ferguson. I wonder if I'll be lucky enough to meet him once before getting fired.
Quincy, what nonsense are you saying? Why would you get fired for no reason? As for Mr. Ferguson, I believe you'll meet him.
From your mouth to heaven's ears. Let's go together to complete your procedures of shifting to full-time employment.
Okay.
Elena, I won't let you off easily. Just you wait.
Elena.
She's not here.
What's going on with her? Mrs. Xander is still waiting for her at her office.
Since Ms. Xander is looking for her, we can't waste any more time. How about this? I'll go on her behalf. So if there's anything crucial, I can notify her.
Well, all right.
Ms. Xander.
Charlotte.
Elena is currently not at her desk. Please tell me first if you have any instructions.
All right. I just got a notice from higher-ups. Elena becomes a regular employee and needs to take on a new duty. Go to the file cabinet and look for Grandier Group's contract. Take it to her. Ask her to seal the deal soon. Don't mix up with the Gibson Group's contract.
Gibson Group. Isn't that the family business of Leon, the famous playboy? Elena, your luck is about to run out. Let's see if you can stay arrogant after being sexually assaulted.
Charlotte, this woman is quite something. Elena, enjoy the gift I prepared for your shift to a permanent position.
Indeed. This formal employee's ID card exudes classiness.
You're overstating things. Hurry and get to work. Charlotte, what do you want again?
Do you think I want to see you? This is the new contract Mrs. Xander has asked you to negotiate this afternoon. I'm here to deliver it to you.
Is that so? Thank you.
Let me remind you of one thing. You'd best get it done quickly. You better not fail to seal the deal after being a regular employee. You don't have to worry about it. Elena has just secured a project worth millions of dollars. This kind of contract is just a piece of cake. Of course, she'll succeed in sealing it. I wish you success then. Seriously? How could she let you discuss a collaboration with Leon Gibson?
What's wrong? Is there any problem with Leon?
Leon is an infamous playboy. He's lustful. The heir of Gibson Group, Leon, enjoys harassing the partners by seizing the chance to discuss collaboration. You're so beautiful. I'm worried that...
Quincy, you're worrying too much. Haven't you said it before? The wealthy scions are the most sensible. Besides, I'm going to negotiate cooperation on behalf of Ferguson Group. Ferguson Group is a massive company. He shouldn't be that blind as to purposefully bully me, right? Don't worry. If you're really worried about me, I'll text you when I get there. If something happens, help me in calling the police.
Okay. I'll surely keep a tight check on my phone.
I got it. Don't worry. Let us get back to work. Ryan, I'll be negotiating a cooperation later. I want to familiarize myself with the partner's details at noon, so I'm not going to lunch with you. Enjoy eating alone.
All right. But you have to. Make it up to me tonight.
Mr. Ferguson, this is Ferguson Group Subsidiaries Quarterly Report. Please take a look.
Leave it first.
Mr. Ferguson, are you currently chatting with Mrs. Ferguson? When are you going to tell Mrs. Ferguson of your true identity?
I'll think about it once the current issues are resolved. By the way, how is Matthew doing currently?
Mr. Matthew refused to confess it. He hired a foreign lawyer. He's now out on bail.
I've saved his face, and he managed to keep his composure. How is the casino's surveillance footage? Being restored?
The technical department is restoring it. We'll send it to the lawyer once it's done.
Ask them to speed up the process.
Got it.
Room 303. According to Quincy, this is the private room at the bar that Leon frequently visits.
Mr. Ferguson, something happened to Mrs. Ferguson.
What did you say?
I just found out that Mrs. Ferguson went to Paradise Bar a while ago. She's there to talk about collaborating with Leon Gibson, the Playboy.
Let's head to Paradise Bar.
Let's enjoy and drink as much as you can today. I'll bear all expenses. Mr. Gibson, you're truly generous. Let's drink.
Come, cheers! Cheers! Cheers!
Oh, where did this lovely rabbit come from?
She's beautiful! She has a voluptuous body! It makes me drool just looking at her!
Are you here for me? Mr. Gibson, you have some luck with women. Why haven't you left when you've known it? Got it. We'll now leave you some space here.
Let's go! Let's go!
Aren't you looking for me? Come here. Stop acting so stuck up.
Mr. Gibson, you've misunderstood. I'm Elena Stone, and I'm here on behalf of Ferguson Group to have you sign the contract. Here's the document. Please have a look.
To sign the contract? That's a simple thing.
Thank you, Mr. Gibson.
Don't thank me too soon.
I'm wondering if you have any other requests, Mr. Gibson.
Drink up this bottle of wine, then I'll sign the contract.
Mr. Gibson, I'm here for work. I can't drink it. I'm sorry. It seems that I arrived at the wrong time. I apologize for spoiling your drinking mood. We'll discuss this another day.
Stop right there. Do you think you can come and go as you like on my turf?
Mr. Gibson, what do you want?
What do you think? Haven't you heard of me, Leon Gibson, and my reputation? If you sleep with me, I'll give you everything you want.
Mr. Gibson, I'm married. I believe you wouldn't trouble a married woman, right?
Married? I've been with plenty of women, but never. A married one? Well, there's a first for everything.
I'm one of Ferguson Group's people.
Ferguson Group? Don't mention them in front of me. I don't believe they would. Stand up for a new employee like you. Tonight, we can have a nice chat together.
Ryan.
Ella, don't be afraid.
Who the fuck are you? Are you... How dare you slap me? My dad is Gabriel Gibson.
Not even a deity can help you now.
Stop it! Stop hitting me! Stop!
You like to play, huh? Okay, I'll play with you. Are you okay, Elena?
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Come, let's go home.
Is he okay?
Why are you worried about him, even if the sky is falling? I'll be there to protect you. So don't worry about it anymore, Elena. Here, drink some water.
Are we in trouble this time?
Relax. It's no big deal.
Is he going to be okay? Are you sure? Maybe you should. Leave and go into hiding for a while. What if the Gibson family comes after you? I'll help you pack your things. You need to go.
No, Elena, don't worry about me. The Gibson family won't do anything to me?
But it's the Gibson family. And it's one of the top 10 families in Doveston. They're very powerful. They can destroy people like us, with just a few words. Don't be stubborn about this.
I don't care who they are. To me, you're the only one I care about.
But you...
Don't forget, I still have Xavier. We'll be fine.
However, the situation is different this time. The Gibson family is very powerful. Will Mr. Layton go up against them? For your sake?
Elena? Trust me, I'll handle this matter properly, so you can forget about this. Come, let me see if you're hurt.
I'm okay. But your hand is injured. Let me bandage it for you. Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't. It just looks worse than it actually is.
Ryan, promise me one thing. Can you try not to act so impulsively in the future? I'm heartbroken to see you get hurt.
Okay. I promise.
Dad, you have to help me!
What's going on? Who hit you?
Elena Stone! The man who hit me was her husband! The doctor said that! I nearly lost my eyesight. You have to do something.
That man. Who is he?
I think he's called Ryan Lewis. I've looked into him. He's a thug from the slums. You must avenge me.
Ryan Lewis? How dare you hurt my son? I'll beat him up while I'm at it. Get some rest. Ferguson Group has been active lately. You better behave yourself. I don't have time to clean up after you.
I understand.
Mr. Ferguson?
What's the Gibson family's current situation?
Gabriel has received the news. He's searching the entire city for the person responsible and vowed to seek his revenge.
It seems he's been overseas for too long and forgotten who is in charge here in Doveston.
Dad, did you send someone to take care of Ryan yet? Why are you so anxious? I'm handling it now. Mr. Lowe, what brings you here?
I'm here to discuss some business with Mr. Gibson, for example, about when Gibson Group closes down.
Mr. Lowe, what do you mean by that?
It seems you're unaware. 20 minutes ago, Gibson Group stock plummeted. I'm afraid your company won't last for long.
This is impossible.
Mr. Gibson, the stocks are suffering a shock. Someone's shorting the stocks maliciously. At this rate, the stock will hit the limit in less than an hour, and soon our stock trading will be halted.
What? How could this happen? Who's behind this?
Mr. Gibson, the other party is very cautious. We haven't identified them yet.
Use the company's accounts to stabilize the stock market. How long can we hold out? Give me an exact time.
At most, 2 days.
Use the company's accounts immediately to stabilize it. Keep investigating. Who is behind this?
Understood.
Mr. Gibson, I wasn't lying, was I?
Mr. Lowe, do you know what is happening?
Of course. But perhaps you should ask your son about it.
Leon, how is my son related to this matter? Yeah, what does this have to do with me?
Mr. Gibson, it seems like you're still unaware. Think about who you have offended lately.
You!
Fine. I feel like I'm not welcome here. I'll stop bothering you. Goodbye.
You disgrace! What have you done?
Mr. Ferguson, up until now, Gibson Group's assets have shrunk by at least $4 billion.
It's still not enough.
Gabriel is here.
Do you know I lost $4 billion in the blink of an eye? You're telling me there's nothing you can do? You're always so enthusiastic. When it's payday, I don't care what method you'll use. Stabilize the stock market immediately.
Mr. Gibson, we meet again.
Mr. Lowe, you're still here. That's great.
Mr. Ferguson wishes to see you.
Mr. Ferguson? You came, although it's getting late. Are you here to discuss our collaboration?
Mr. Ferguson heard that your son was beaten up, and he wishes to express his sympathy. So he came by to have a chat with you.
Wow, Mr. Ferguson. That's very nice of you. It's truly an honor for my son to be associated with someone like you. When did you two meet?
We just met. Do you know who beat him up?
I think it's a vicious woman named Elena Stone. Of course, you wouldn't know someone like that woman.
I do. In fact, I know her very well. Mr. Gibson, your son caused Gibson Group's loss of $4 billion.
Mr. Ferguson, what do you mean?
That's because Elena Stone is my wife. I'm a man who holds grudges. If anyone dares to harm my wife, I will make sure he faces the consequences.
Mr. Ferguson! Mr. Ferguson! Dad, did Mr. Ferguson promise to take revenge for us? Revenge? Revenge for what? It was Austin who beat you up. That's impossible. Impossible. You messed with the wrong person, and you bothered his wife. Now Gibson Group is in danger because of you. You ungrateful son. Are you trying to drive me to my grave? I didn't know. Austin was married. Who knows what he's thinking? Tomorrow, follow me to meet Mrs. Ferguson and apologize to her. If she doesn't forgive you, you can say goodbye to Gibson Group's fortune and be prepared to end up on the streets.
Why isn't he back yet?
I'm going out to handle yesterday's situation. I'll be back soon. Don't worry about me.
I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to find him.
Ellie, where are you off to in such a hurry?
Charlotte, it's none of your business. Please move aside.
Ellie, I can't believe you're still in the mood to stroll around in the streets. Looks like you don't care much about that useless husband of yours, huh?
Charlotte, what do you mean? What's wrong with Ryan? You really don't know what kind of person your useless husband is and what he has done? Don't change the subject and go straight to the point. If not, then move.
Elena, your husband is in deep trouble.
Charlotte, stop trying to stir up trouble.
Elena, don't you know that your husband beat up Mr. Gibson? Now Mr. Gibson and Gibson Group released a statement saying they're going after your husband and will make him suffer. What are you going to do if your husband becomes a cripple?
This can't be true.
You can hear it for yourself. Mr. Gibson said it himself. Your husband will wait for the consequences. And your life is only going to get harder. If you want, I could give you some money. As long as you kneel and beg me now. After all, we're related by blood. I might fulfill your wish.
You don't have to pretend like you care. Move aside, please. Ungrateful bitch.
Elena, you're a jinx. Your husband is suffering now, all because of you. Everyone in your life is doomed. You should live with that guilt forever.
That can't be true. Ryan told me he was going to see Xavier. Charlotte is lying to me. No, I have to see Ryan now.
Elena, what happened? Where are you headed in such a rush?
Ryan, you're back. You're finally back.
Yes, I am. Why?
Luckily, you're all right. I was worried. I shouldn't have let you go in the first place.
I'm okay. I have Xavier, so don't worry.
I feel like I'm nothing but a burden to you. It's not long since we married, but I've made you use your connections and pay for Mom's medical bills. And now you get into fights because of me.
Elena, I'm your husband. Don't cry. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Besides, I'm also doing everything willingly for you.
Ryan, I'm so lucky to have you.
If you feel that way, you should cherish me more from now on.
Yes, I will. By the way, I heard from Charlotte that Mr. Gibson and Gibson Group is going to give you trouble. Are you going to be okay? What's going on?
Don't worry. They did say so, but we have Xavier's help.
Mr. Ferguson.
How is it? Have you looked into the woman that Austin seems to be fond of?
Yes, Mr. Ferguson. Her name is Elena Stone. She is currently working at Ferguson Group. This is her file.
I thought he was interested in. Some high society lady. Turns out, he picked up a stray from the streets and treated her like some treasure. This makes things a lot easier. Notify our people in the country to get ready. Let's invite my dear niece-in-law to our territory. We're going to prepare a large surprise for my good nephew.
Yes.
Austin, you pushed me to this? We could have lived in peace. Your business isn't even based here. Yet you had to go digging into Banyan the cause of Ryan's situation? Forcing me to flee abroad? Now you'll pay for this. With your wife's life, I'll make sure you regret this for life. Anyone who drives me mad will end up digging their own grave.
Miss Xander, I've already informed Elena about the partnership meeting.
Very well. Good work, Charlotte. I didn't expect you to be so capable.
I'm only doing my part. I don't dare take credit for it.
Okay, that's all. You can leave now.
I can't believe Elena had the guts to challenge someone like Leon of Gibson Group.
She must be crazy.
Honestly, Elena's like a rotten apple that spoils the whole barrel.
Had we known it earlier, we wouldn't have hired her.
Her husband is a thug from the slums, a thief, and a scoundrel. They're both a pair of trash.
Charlotte, watch your mouth. You have no right to talk about my husband.
Elena, don't listen to them. I heard yesterday, Gibson Group.
Elena, you had upset Mr. Gibson, making Ferguson Group and Gibson Group enemies. You made the company lose $1 billion, yet you still have the nerve to show up at work? Take this to the HR department to process your resignation.
I will take full responsibility for my actions. I'll submit my resignation as soon as possible.
Why are you resigning? I heard that Gibson Group lost $4 billion in market value. Looks like they're on the verge of bankruptcy.
Quincy, what nonsense are you saying? Gibson Group is one of the top 10 conglomerates. How could they suddenly lose billions in market value and even be on the brink of bankruptcy? Why not? They messed with the wrong people. They're only getting what they deserve.
Even if it's true, so what, Ms. Harris? Even so, they're still richer than any of us here. Get it?
Quincy, stop. Things have escalated to this point. It's not good for me to stay here any longer.
Excuse me, is Ms. Elena here?
The Gibson family is here. Elena, let's see how you'll save yourself. Mr. Gibson, you're looking for Elena? She's right there.
Mr. Gabriel and Mr. Leon Gibson, this matter has nothing to do with us. Everything happened because Elena acted on her own. I was just about to fire her.
You guys are crossing the line.
Quincy, Misters, yesterday.
Ms. Stone, my son, was at fault yesterday afternoon. Ms. Stone, yesterday, my son had offended you. I'm here to seek your forgiveness. Please, forgive my son this once. And this will never happen again.
What? He was beaten up, but now he's being so polite to Elena. Have they lost their minds?
Ms. Stone, I'm sorry, it was my fault yesterday.
Mr. Gibson, what's all this for?
Ms. Stone, we're being very serious now. Hurry up and apologize to her.
No, Mr. Gibson. Isn't Elena's husband the one who had beaten up your son? Why are you apologizing to her? Are you somehow mistaken?
Shut up! This is none of your business. Ms. Stone, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong... I realized my mistake. Please forgive me.
Again, why does this woman always manage to turn things around every time trouble finds her?
You're not here to settle scores?
Of course not. Miss Stone, here's 3,000 grand as a token of my apology. Please accept it.
No, this isn't appropriate. I can't accept this.
Miss Stone, if you think this is too little, I will...
No need for that. Really, now that the air is clear as day, there's no need for this formality. You should take the card back.
Ms. Stone, you're so understanding. Thank you so much. It's getting late. I'll stop bothering you with your work. Goodbye. Let's go. Okay.
Since the Gibson family isn't holding a grudge, you don't have to hand in your resignation.
How's the stock attack on Gibson Group going?
Including the shares you personally shorted yesterday, Gibson Group had lost around $7 billion. The two of them went to apologize to Mrs. Ferguson today.
They're not that dense, I suppose. Notify everyone to stop the attacks on Gibson Group for now. Once they've stabilized their resources, we'll strike again and take over Gibson Group.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson, Charlotte, and Ms. Xander have been targeting Mrs. Ferguson lately. What should we do with them?
Tell the HR department to fire both of them. Ferguson Group will not tolerate employees who frame others.
Understood, Mr. Ferguson. I'll make the arrangements right away. Ms. Xander.
Why are you here? Does Mr. Ferguson have any instructions?
Ms. Xander, I'd like to ask you when Ferguson Group can fire a full-time employee. Just because you say so?
Elena again? Does Mr. Ferguson know that you're causing me trouble at work because of this woman?
Ms. Xander, please answer my question without changing the subject.
You're pestering me. Again and again because of Elena. Mr. Lowe, why is that so? Don't let your issues cloud your judgment.
Ms. Xander, mind your own business. I'll advise you to watch what you say, or you'll regret it.
Jaden, you...
What? Helen? You're officially dismissed from your position. This is Mr. Ferguson's command. Hurry up and pack your things, and leave Ferguson Group.
No, I don't believe this.
You think I'm lying? See this? This is a direct order from Mr. Ferguson himself. Pack your things now, and leave Ferguson Group this instant. Stop being an eyesore here.
Elena, you got me fired. I'll never forgive you. Mark my word.
Hey, Elena. What's up?
Ryan, you won't believe what happened to me. It's totally unexpected. The Gibson family came to apologize to me, saying it's their fault. They want to put the matter to rest and wanted to make peace. Right. They even offered me a card with money.
Did you take it?
Of course I didn't. What if this is one of their schemes? If I took it, they could accuse me of extortion. That would be another mess.
I didn't expect you to be so sharp. Smart move not letting them trick you.
See? I can be wise too. Okay, I'll let you get back to work. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. At least she can see through their schemes. Not bad. Isn't the matter with the Gibson family finally over? Why do you still look unhappy?
It's not because of the Gibson family, but because of Charlotte.
Charlotte. Why?
She's fired. When I read the official notice of her dismissal, only then I learned that she was the one who switched the contract. I was supposed to work on with the Gibson family causing all this chaos. And
after doing all these, she's just getting what she deserves.
I know.
Then why are you still unhappy?
I used to think working for a big company would allow me to grow, be involved in important projects, and find my own value. Now, I think otherwise. I realized in large companies like these, there's scheming and backstabbing. I don't like this kind of workplace.
Then what do you want to do now?
I want to open a company of my own. I want to build my own brand.
Good. I support you.
You believe in me?
Of course. I trust you completely.
Ryan, I'm so lucky to have you. What did I do to deserve such a great husband like you? I must have saved the earth in my past life. No, I must have saved the universe to be able to be your wife in this life.
In my opinion, we both must have saved the world. In our previous lives. That's why we found each other. In this one, and became husband and wife.
Ryan, let's be together forever.
Okay. Elena, since you plan on starting a business, then you'll have to learn all of these.
That's a lot.
This is just a part of it. You can go through these first.
All right. Ryan, how do you know all this stuff?
I learned these while I was with Xavier back then. You know the Layton family owns large businesses, right? He's incredibly wealthy and started lots of companies. I picked up some of this stuff after seeing and hearing about it a lot.
Mr. Layton again? It seems he really is our lucky star. I wonder when he'll be free. We must treat him to a meal.
Elena, Don't you think you're giving him a little too much credit?
You're not jealous, are you?
Is there a problem with that?
With someone amazing like you around, there's no way I'd be interested in anyone else. I think honesty is the most important thing between a married couple. I hope that we can explain things clearly as soon as possible, regardless of doubt the problems that we run into in the future. That way, those problems won't affect our lives later on.
Don't worry. Once I become wealthy in the future, I'll get you anything you want.
Would you get tired of me after becoming wealthy?
What are you thinking? Of course not.
That's great then. Oh, by the way, hurry up and ask Mr. Layton when he'll be free. We mustn't delay treating him to a meal, otherwise it would make us look bad.
He's free in the next couple of days.
Alright, I'll look for a restaurant in advance then.
No need. You don't have to worry about that. Just focus on going through these files. I'll help you make the arrangements instead.
Thanks, honey.
Hey, Xavier. Elena wants to treat you to a meal? Free up some time in the next couple of days.
I knew it! You wouldn't have called me out of the blue for no reason. Turns out, it's another one of your wife's requests. After all these years of friendship between us, you really break my heart, Ferguson.
Xavier, if you ever take that disgusting tone with me again, I'll beat you up so badly the next time we meet that you won't even be able to speak at all.
Don't do that, Ferguson. I was just joking with you, to lighten up the mood.
Enough. If you've got the time to be joking with me, then you probably aren't that busy anyway. We'll have that lunch tomorrow, at Wonder Hotel. I'll be hanging up now.
What took you two so long? They've already served up all the dishes.
We were stuck in a really bad jam. On our way here, Mr. Layton, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
Yeah, we're sorry. It's fine. It wasn't that long of a wait. Come on, let's dig in.
He ordered so many dishes. For just the three of us? How much would this meal cost? It hurts just thinking about it.
What's wrong, Miss Stone? Are the dishes not to your liking? These are our signature dishes here, though.
Not at all. I really like them.
Then hurry up and try them out.
Hey, Ryan. I heard you were dining here. Elena, what are you doing here?
She heard about it. From who?
Helen just happened to be here by chance. She heard we're dining here and insisted on coming over. Don't worry, though. I reminded her not to run her mouth.
I'm Ryan's ex-girlfriend. I heard he got married, so I came to see what kind of woman was able to win his heart over.
Elena, this dish is a specialty here. Here, give it a try. It seems Elena doesn't really like the food here. How about we go for a movie instead? We agreed to do something special once a month, right?
I don't think it's appropriate for us to just leave like this.
It's perfectly fine.
You two carry on with your meal then.
See you. You dumped Ferguson back then because he was too poor for you. And then you immediately got together with the boss of Ferguson Group, Mr. Mavis. Little did you know, Ferguson is the actual boss of Ferguson Group. Since you've made your decision back then, could you not show up here, acting as if you regret what you did?
I got to know him first, though.
So what if you did? Did you know that? There's coriander in this dish here. Elena had helped him pick them all out. What about you? I bet you don't even know that. Ferguson hates coriander. It's not that you're not worthy of him, but you don't even love him at all. You can have these all to yourself?
I told you, didn't I? Movies are simply used to present a plot. It's all fake. So don't let it get to you.
I know it's fake, but I just couldn't help it.
Why don't you think about something else to lighten up your mood? How about we have some coffee?
It'll keep me awake.
Let's go home, then. Look at you. We just went for a movie, and you look like you're completely drained. How will I take you? To the movies again?
Nonsense. You're making that up. I'll go wash up.
Sir, the project on Seaflower Island of Blue Lake Bay of Etheria has been paused without a reason. I can't get in touch with Etheria, which has been in close contact with us before. Everyone in the project department is freaking out. I think you should make a trip to Etheria and take charge of things there.
Alright, I understand. Prepare the flight for tomorrow. Also, go investigate where Uncle Matthew has been recently. What happened to Blue Lake Bay must be related to him somehow. Oh, and please urge those in charge of repairing the casino's surveillance cameras to hurry it up.
Understood, Mr. Ferguson. What will you tell Mrs. Ferguson about your business trip to Etheria this time?
I'll figure something out myself. It seems Uncle Matthew was losing his patience. You were lucky enough to get away that time. This time, however, I'll make sure to personally get you locked up in prison.
What's wrong, Ryan? Why do you look so upset?
I'll miss you, Elena.
You'll miss me. What do you mean by that?
As you know, I'm currently Mr. Ferguson's bodyguard. He's going on a business trip soon. As his bodyguard, it's only natural that I have to go with him. I won't be able to see you for a long time. That's why I'll miss you.
Oh, I see. Mr. Ferguson must trust your capabilities if he's bringing you on his business trip. That means you're going to get a promotion and a raise very soon. Just head over and focus on your work. I'll wait here for your returning.
Aren't you going to miss me at all? Aren't you worried about my safety?
Of course I am. But this is your job, showing signs of improvement, so I don't want to affect it. Besides, I trust you. You're the best in the world, and will surely bring us both a wonderful future.
I told you before that I would never let you suffer ever again.
When will you be leaving, then?
The flight is tomorrow.
So soon? I'll go pack your suitcase right away.
No need for that. I've already packed all the essentials. All you have to do is keep me company.
Mr. Ferguson, we've confirmed that Austin has left the country on a business trip.
He has left the country? That's great. My time to act has finally come. Inform your subordinates to take immediate action and bring my dear niece-in-law over to our territory. This woman is my most important bargaining chip against Austin. We must be extra careful to ensure that it goes smoothly. Is that clear?
Understood, sir. Nothing shall go wrong.
Austin, you forced my hand, so don't blame me for going after your beloved wife.
Come on! Hurry it up! Behave yourself! I'll let you know that. My men have this place surrounded. So don't even think about escaping. Mr. Ferguson, we have already taken her to the abandoned factory. Do you have any other instructions for us?
Wait for me. I'll be right there.
Alright. I'm warning you. Don't try anything funny, or else we'll punish you severely. Let's go.
I'm just an ordinary person. Who could possibly hate me so much that they'd resort to taking me away? Could it be the Gibson family? This man is probably the one behind all this. But I don't know him, though.
So, you're Elena? You don't look that special to me. Who would have thought Austin, who has always been so arrogant, that he never took Dustin's prestigious family seriously, would fall for someone with a low status like you? It's truly surprising.
Austin? Why would he bring up Austin all of a sudden? I've never thought about him ever since. I got engaged to Ryan. I thought I wouldn't have anything to do with Austin ever again. What's with this guy? Does he think that I'm the woman Austin likes? That's a huge misunderstanding. You've taken the wrong person.
Get that rag out of her mouth, I want to hear. What you have to say. Your muffled noises are really annoying me.
If I'm not mistaken, you and I don't know each other. Why did you take me here?
It's true that you don't know me. But you are Austin's most precious woman. He wronged me. And you are my most important bargaining chip against him.
You're wrong. I don't even know who Austin is. You've taken the wrong person, so hurry up and let me go.
You don't know Austin? Ah! My mistake. I almost forgot about this. He hasn't told you his true identity, huh?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm about to tell you the truth. That so-called thug husband of yours His real name isn't Ryan. Ryan's his nephew. His real name is Austin Ferguson. Ryan no longer exists.
This can't be true.
Austin actually took his nephew's identity and married the latter's wife. The married couple then lived happily together. My goodness, that's so disgusting. I wonder if Ryan can even rest in peace.
How could he be Austin? That's impossible. He's clearly...
You really are a dumb one. The facts have been laid out before your eyes, so why are you still blind to them? You're the dumbest woman I've ever seen. Danny, go give Austin a call. Tell him I have his woman in my hands. If he doesn't do as I say, then there's no guarantee.
Stop.
He'll get her back. In one piece.
Stop. Don't call him.
Shut up! Who do you think you are? Are you trying to order me around? If you say another word, I'll let you experience what it feels like to be a disabled.
Hello? Jaden speaking. Can I help you?
Tell Austin that we have his wife here. He'd better act wisely if he wants her back alive.
Oh, no. Mrs. Ferguson is in danger.
Did I spend too much time in Clusia? That you have all forgotten? Who calls the shots here? How dare you guys halt? Ferguson Group's project. Do you guys even wish to remain in this industry? I will only give you all 3 days. If you guys are still unable to come up with a reasonable solution and compensation plan, then there will be no reason for us to continue this project, and you guys can disappear as well.
Bad news, Mr. Ferguson.
What happened?
Mrs. Ferguson is in trouble.
What did you say?
I just received a phone call. They said Mrs. Ferguson is in their hands and advised us to act wisely. They never mentioned who he was, but that voice sounded like one of Mr. Ferguson's subordinates.
Well done, Uncle Matthew. You've really crossed the line this time.
What should we do, Mr. Ferguson? Mrs. Ferguson is in trouble and we're stuck overseas.
We head back right away, of course.
What about that project? Forget about the project.
An investment worth only a few billion can't be more important than Elena. Hurry up and prepare the private jet. I want to be in Clusia within an hour.
Understood, sir. I'll see to it at once.
This time I'll be sure to get rid of this threat for good.
What do you want? How are you certain that he'll listen to you simply because you threatened him with me?
Right now, you're the woman whom he loves the most. As long as I have you in my hand, he'll have to submit. After that, I will demand Ferguson Group's local branch. The overseas branch will be mine, too. Hey, Danny. How did Austin respond? We should probably tell Miss Stone here about it.
This woman is Austin's weakness. Our friends overseas have found out that Austin is currently rushing back in a private jet. He'll most likely arrive in an hour or so.
All for the sake of a woman, too. He really is head over heels for her. It seems he has completely given up on his businesses overseas. I can't believe he'd prioritize a woman over his career. He's so immature. Well, since he doesn't value these businesses, then someone else should take over them.
You're despicable. You'd do anything for the sake of money.
Since I have him at my mercy, I might as well make the most out of it. Besides, if I can get something easily, then why should I be wasting my time? Don't worry, my dear niece-in-law. For now, I won't do anything bad to you. On the contrary, I will feed you nothing but the best food and drinks. After all, you are my only bargaining chip against Austin. Now, all we do is wait and see. If Austin can make it back in time, Danny, get a timer and set it down in front of her. If Austin doesn't show up after an hour, I want you to beat her.
Understood, Mr. Ferguson.
Where's Elena? I want her address.
Thank goodness you bought Mrs. Ferguson that necklace, with a chip in it, Mr. Ferguson. According to the information I've from the chip, Mrs. Ferguson is currently in an abandoned factory in Southern District.
An abandoned factory in the Southern District? Turn the car around.
Yes, sir.
Oh my! Time is up! But where's Austin? Why isn't he here yet? It seems you're not that important to him after all. Don't blame me for what happens. I did give you two a chance. Danny, go loosen up her joints, will you? Let's start by beating her up.
Stay away from me.
Don't be scared. Danny will make it quick. The pain will only last a moment.
You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
Oh, I've been crazy long ago. I'm the second oldest son of the Ferguson family. It's only appropriate for me to take over all of the Ferguson family's businesses. However, Austin insisted on searching for Ryan, who has been missing for over 10 years, and demanded that the Ferguson family hands all of its businesses over to a good-for-nothing like him.
I believe in him. It was right of the Ferguson family to not let a criminal like you inherit its businesses.
In that case, I'll just take it myself. It's the same as sending Ryan to the grave back then. However, Austin just had to investigate the situation of his dear nephew. Isn't that just causing me trouble? Unfortunately, he was actually able to find some clues. So I had no choice but to give up everything I was managing here and flee overseas. In just one day, he destroyed what I've spent most of my life trying to obtain? There's no way I'd let that slide. It's fine though, now that I have you in my hand. I know he'll submit to me. Danny, beat her.
Stop. Don't you touch her.
Ryan!
Take another step forward and I'll beat her.
Elena, are you alright?
I'm fine.
What a pair of desperate lovers. However, this is no time for you two to flirt with each other.
Let go of her.
Let go of her? She's my most valuable bargaining chip right now. Don't even dream about having me let go of her.
What do you want?
It's simple, really. Hand over the position of Ferguson Group's CEO and transfer all the assets under your name over to me. Do that, and I'll let her go. Simple enough, no? Isn't it a great deal? After all, you only value your woman. You couldn't care less about your career. I'm doing you a favor here.
You're so shameless.
Well, Austin, what's it going to be? Hurry up and make your choice. I'm not exactly known for my patience. If you won't make a choice, then you can say goodbye to your wife permanently.
Don't hurt her. Alright. I agree to your request.
Excellent choice, Austin. That's more like it. You've made the right decision here. Danny, hand him the documents. Make sure Mr. Ferguson here signs all of the asset transfer agreements. Sign them all. Don't try anything funny.
You sure came prepared? Uncle Matthew.
Of course. With such great leverage over you, it's only natural that I make all the necessary arrangements. You have to make the best use of what you have.
No. Austin, you mustn't sign those documents.
Elena? You found out?
Yes, that's right. Austin, don't let your life's work be in vain. You can't let this scumbag get away with this.
Shut up. I'll beat you if you say another word.
Don't hurt her. If you lay a finger on her again, then I won't sign any of these documents.
You think you can threaten me? All right then. Let's see who can. Hold out the longest.
You said you'd let Elena go if I signed these documents.
I did say that, but my promise depends on your actions too. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be able to see her right now.
What do you mean by that?
It should be clear as day. If you try anything funny again, I'll take her away and send you a little souvenir every day. It could be a fingernail, or it could be a strand of hair. Man, that's so gruesome. I don't want to go there either, but you will leave me no choice if you don't behave yourself.
Don't push it too far.
Am I pushing it too far? I don't think so. On the contrary, I think I'm going easy on you here.
Mr. Matthew, There are lots of suspicious-looking guys outside. I think he brought them here as backup.
Austin, I don't have time to be dilly-dallying here. Hurry up and sign those documents. Also, tell your guys outside to scram. Do as I say. Or suffer the consequences.
I'll sign the documents.
See? That wasn't so hard, was it? What a waste of my time. Danny, get rid of the guys outside.
On it.
In the end, it's me who won. Now, all of the Ferguson family's businesses belong to me. Austin, everything you worked so hard for has now fallen into my hands.
You'd do anything for the sake of wealth, even going as far as targeting your kin. You truly are a heartless monster.
Shut up! What do you know? I'm the second oldest son of the Ferguson family. Now that my brother is gone, it's only natural that I take over. However, Dad was biased toward Austin. He said Austin was incredibly talented and decided to let him inherit the family business instead. He even wanted me to support Austin. When Austin wanted to develop the company overseas, I thought he'd hand all the local businesses over to me. However, I was wrong.
I have done nothing wrong. My conscience is clear.
Your conscience is clear. What a joke! You've never thought about me even once. You never cared about all the hard work and effort that I put into this company. Why did you hand all of the businesses over to Ryan? Have you ever thought of me, huh? What am I to you? Everything I've done today is because of you guys. You owe me all of this.
Is this the reason behind your actions? What a joke. It has always been about survival of the fittest. Those who are capable will rise up. There was never any bias whatsoever. Not only have you denied all of his capabilities, but you also blame others for your failures. Why don't you look in a mirror and see if you're even qualified to get what you want?
Shut up! You're in no position to comment on my affairs.
Is that pathetic reason why you got rid of Ryan? Don't you ever think about Ryan? He's your kin too. I can't believe you're so blinded by wealth that you forgot all principles of morality.
Shut up!
Uncle Matthew, you've targeted me several times now. This time you even threatened to hurt Elena. It seems I really can't let you off the hook anymore.
Austin, you may have bested me this time, but it doesn't matter. We can always have a rematch in the future.
I'm afraid there won't be one next time. Did you really think I'd come over without being prepared?
What? What have you done to Danny and the others?
Oh, I didn't do anything to Danny and the others. I just contacted the police station and gave them a free arrest. That's all.
Austin, you? Fine. I know I'm no match for you. And that you won't let me off the hook. So I'll just drag you all down with me. If I go down, I'll make sure Elena joins me.
Jaden, contact the police station and hand them the surveillance camera footage that we managed to obtain. It's about time my uncle gets reformed in prison.
Understood, Mr. Austin. I'll make the call right away.
Austin, you don't deserve such a happy life. Go to hell. Austin, I want you to regret this for life.
Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin!
Austin, I'll see you in the afterlife.
No. Austin. Wake up, Austin. Wake up. Dr. Carling, could you please be a little gentler?
All right.
It's fine. The wound just looks painful.
I finished bandaging the wound. Make sure to keep it dry for the next 2 days.
We will. Thank you, Dr. Carling. I think I should do it myself. Austin, don't pull a stunt like that ever again. You have no idea how worried I was.
Alright, I won't do it again. After all, a good man won't make his wife worry.
Remember what you said. Don't you ever forget that?
I won't? Come on, cheer up.
Since you seem to be feeling fine right now, let's talk about what you did wrong.
Huh?
You haven't forgotten, have you? Why did you keep your identity as Austin a secret from me?
I did want to tell you at the very beginning, but I wasn't sure how. You told me that you hate being lied to. So, I was afraid that it would affect our relationship.
Aren't you underestimating our relationship a little too much? Or rather, am I unworthy of your trust?
That's not true, Elena. I like you. But I'm also a little scared. I'm afraid that my actions would hurt you and make you leave me. That's why I kept it a secret from you. I had wanted to tell you at first. But in the end, I let you get to know me through someone else instead.
I told you that I love you, and that will never change. I hope that we can be a bit more honest with each other, okay?
Okay? I won't hide anything from you ever again. Hello, Jaden. Alright. Send him where he should go. Make sure he spends the rest of his life reflecting upon his mistakes.
Does your wound still hurt? I'll go summon the doctor.
I'm fine, Elena. Why were you crying?
I was scared.
Don't be scared. You're pressing on my wound.
Let me check your wound. Does it hurt a lot?
The kiss made it all better.
Why are you like this? You're injured, and yet you still try to flirt.
Why is that a problem? I'm just exercising my rights as your husband. Elena, let's get married.
Huh? Didn't we already get married? You don't have a fever, so why are you spouting nonsense?
I just think that I owe you a wedding. All the other women have it, and so should you. Will you marry me? I'm proposing to you as Austin.
Alright, sure.
Hello, Jaden. I'm putting you in charge of the wedding. Make it as grand as possible. I'll get discharged tomorrow, and get married the day after.
Hey, isn't that a little too soon? Why the hurry?
Because I can't wait any longer. I want the whole world to know that you, Elena Stone, belong to me.